So elevator. I think that this is. Gosh, who was in there? I think Cassius was in there. No, yeah.
No,
So
he
you're in the
was
ship.
he was in the house because he wanted to see if he could influence things from in the house and on the ship
Right.
to go into the captain's room or
Mm-hmm.
captain's quarters.
Okay. So
Relith was in there.
Breeless was in there. I
Mm.
think Liazana stayed down in the library room. Okay. So probably Ashvar.
I'm pretty sure I was in the elevator.
Okay. I think I had Zia in there, and I think Sinister was back on the show. I think Sinister.
It was just like 3 of us.
Yeah. Okay. Thankfully, after a moment, the elevator lights come back on and it resumes. Lowering you down to the port entrance below the mountain. Door
That was fun.
wide.
Yeah, fun times.
Is there anything immediately visible?
Just the crates and stuff that you're familiar with. The ship, there's some light that comes through the curtain of water, illuminating the surface of the water here, and their ship that you saw, surprisingly, pierce the waterfall and land a little while ago. You see Vic loading some more of the grains and other things up onto the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary though, thankfully.
Ross said the volume levels are weird.
Oh no.
Could you elaborate, Roth? What do you mean by weird?
Yeah, let me see what it is. I can move my mic around, maybe. Let me check the levels here. Haven't heard anyone speak yet? Oh, well, that's a problem, isn't it?
Everyone.
Well, I was muted, so that would be my problem. if it was
Let me
me.
see.
But-
H5. We got that.
I can hear them in mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a refresh for Roth will pop it in, I hope.
Yeah, I can hear everyone's voices in mine, in my playback.
Although I guess if he is not hearing even me.
Yeah, I can hear us too. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you. I kind of just want to get a lay of the land. I'm sorry if we're backtracking here. Okay, so we were in the house. We took the elevator further down, the 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're back to where the ship was?
Yeah, let me see if I can. Come on.
Did we land on like the bottom of the thing?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm like lost
You
a
are
little.
fine. I'm gonna share out that image once more. So what happened here when you all arrived? You actually flew through this big waterfall.
Okay.
So there's a whole space within there. There's some water that's pooled up and retained in there, and it's a little port. There's a number of docks. Like at one point, saw a decent amount of traffic. And you and Ashavar discovered some celestial on the wall, yada yada, opened up an elevator that goes through most of this malarkey all the way up through the mountain into the low, right up through the castle on the top. So, most of that is just traveling through the elevator.
Okay. So the 3 of us came back down basically where we started.
Yes, all the way down to behind that waterfall.
Why did we do that?
We'll just...
Just to meet with everybody back on the ship, or?
Yeah, because it's already been explored. Like everyone
Oh,
went
okay.
through and explored.
Okay, we got everything we needed to get. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And I role-played you a little bit. Like once all the levels were looked at, I sort of had to see like, okay, we should probably get to some Hazy Isles. Like a little eager to
Right,
stop
gotcha.
the
Okay.
book from
Perfect. Okay, sorry for the recap. I should have watched the whole thing.
You're fine. Mhm. Now there was a a globe. Oh yeah, the top floor in that dome there was like a huge 3D interactive cosmos map. And
Like in the library in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
yeah. A little
Okay.
more arcane,
Okay.
less mechanical, but definitely,
Right.
yeah. And with the power of thought, they were able to kind of see some constellations and move the map about. And they wanted to see if it connected with the ship at all, and which they found it did. So the crew were like, yeah. So this popped up. What's up in the captain's quarters?
Cool. Okay. Sorry for the detour.
No.
I think I'm good to go.
It's good for me too because I forget a lot of this. So keep asking. All right. So elevator opens for Zia, Brelith, and Ashavar. I think Sinister is already on the ship. With your
No, I was in the spa.
Oh, the spa. That's right. Yes, you were getting your gear down time. That's right. Yep. Okay. So Zia, Brelith, and Ashavar, what would you like to do as the elevator opens back up to the ship?
Let's
Yours?
get back on the ship. We're here.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. We have what we need.
Well, no, I thought weren't we checking on something?
Gosh darn it.
You guys were checking to see if anything that Cassius does in like the navigation room, if that affects anything in the captain's quarters. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah, let's go and check out the captain's quarters. That's where we need to go.
Yeah, definitely. I remember that. To the captain's quarters.
All right, you make your way across the stony floor here, up the gangplank. Kip is the only one currently in the captain's quarters, as it has become very similar to the dome at the top here. The whole room just feels a little larger than normal as it kind of expands into the cosmos. And there's a bubble dome in the center of the floor that seems to be interactive. Kip's touching and moving that around and such. Welcome back. Great. So, did you find anything up there? This is really very interesting.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Oh, well, and Kip will kind of give a very technical breakdown of what she's discovered and how it pertains to navigation. It's going to assist a little bit, better navigation at least, when navigating by the stars.
So something definitely happened. That's interesting. Should turn to Zia. Should we stick around here to see if anything else changes, or?
I mean,
Yes, Kip, you got something to add?
No, I'm eager to find out.
Yeah, it's weird. Zia, what do you think?
there are just a lot of possibilities right now, and
Sure. Yeah,
this island is important. It's very important, but there are some potentially disastrous things that could happen if we don't get the Book of Ebon soon.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I don't think anyone's lost sight of that. We're just, they're just kind of relaxing for just a tad and just kind of checking out what's happening here, because this seems to be kind of weird and connected to us, since this is, technically, our ship that we've been using. So yeah.
It's just okay because where we found the ship and the condition we found the ship in, and this island, which is moving and people have been looking for it for generations,
quite a while.
And never find it, and we just happen upon it out of nowhere.
I think it's meant to be. So yeah, I think it seems kind of out of the ordinary, but I mean, everything seems to kind of check out, I guess.
I mean, I happened upon it a little harder than you guys did.
See?
And do you feel like it really was fate, and that what happened to you really had to happen to you? Did you feel that as well? Because I feel like that's more of a curse than anything, and I don't want to stick around too long to find out if we end up in the same situation.
The house is ours, so we can come back to it.
But
I don't think the house is really
And the island. We can come back to both of them. Yeah, because they're kind of, I guess,
All right, they work together. I might
Yeah.
have something on that. Kip chips
Okay.
in. I think that so the ship when we entered that stealth mode allowed us to a few other options that I was playing around with to get us out of there, and I think that we manifested this island.
You're saying the island. Wait, we teleported the island to us.
Or us to them, or a little both. I'm not quite sure, but I think the ship ties together with the island. It docked itself automatically when we got there too.
So yeah, your dad is like, how tall is your dad? 70 feet tall?
Cool.
Something like that.
And so,
so what now?
so this is harder for you to believe?
Why would? How would? What would?
I think it's fine.
Okay,
I think,
think about this. Think about this, okay? You have a being.
Mhm.
What would they need a ship for? What would they need this? It just doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean being? What are you talking about?
It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Well,
Right.
I think we need to go, and we do need to get somewhere, so we do need to go, but we do need to come back at some point because this island is special. We need to keep checking it out. There's stuff that needs to be looked at, but we can leave now and go and do what we need to do. But we should probably go back and get everyone.
I'm gonna need some time to think about this. So,
Sure. You
yeah,
think?
definitely go grab everybody, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my room and think about this.
All right, you go to your room. I mean, I'm not telling you to go to your room, but
Breathe.
you're
fine.
You can do whatever you want to.
You're good, Breathe. You've
Okay.
always been good. I trust you.
For the record, I acquire things that I don't need all the time.
See, I'm not sure what I'm agreeing with, but yes. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you stay here. Ashavar, you want to come back, or do you want to kind of get to know the boat since you haven't been here? Why don't I go
think
back
they
and get
see-
everyone?
I'll come with you. If I remember correctly, y'all said that you had a pretty long journey, so I'll have plenty of time to explore the boat.
Absolutely. All right. Cool.
And for your consideration, that the island, if it's tied together with a boat, with a ship, it must be really, really old. Just in
Yeah.
case you're exploring about in there, be careful. Ancient technology and magic and such.
Yeah, that does sound dangerous. Let's boogie out. Let's go. And Brelith will lead the way back.
Okay.
With
Okay.
Ashavar.
For a second, Ashavar takes you literally and is kind of skipping and dancing as she walks.
Brelith's probably asking, like, during the elevator ride, some, like, really awkward questions of, like, how, their life, what their favorite color is, that sort of thing.
That's awesome.
She answers pretty bluntly and tries not to give too much detail because she's really bad about giving too much detail, she's been told. And but you probably some random weird facts come out.
Fascinating. Mhm. All right.
All right. So Zia, you head to your room. Brelith and Ashvar boogie off the ship and head up the elevator. Cassius, I just wanted to check and see what you'd like to do up in the dome area, just to coordinate that with what's happening on the ship with Kip.
So Cassius is gonna like try to recreate what he did earlier with trying to map certain points out, and he's gonna try multiple different methods to see what works. So he's gonna like try to like tap parts of the star map, or like he'll try to say move there, or the ship wants to go here. Like he's gonna do a slew of things to see if that has a reaction for the ship.
Okay. All right. Do you have any means of contacting Kip down on the ship, or are you just kind of going to do
I'd
your
have
thing
to-
and then check?
Yeah, I'd have to go. I'd have to hoof it back. I don't. I don't have any way of communicating with them though.
Okay. All right. So you run a few tests, you do a few things in a certain order to see if anything transpired in that order down below. And then I assume you're heading right to the ship after you're done testing those things out?
Yeah, he would want to see like the immediate like the result of what happened, if
Okay.
anything happened.
All right. Neat. Let's see. Sinister, after having some time to chill and relax and soak, is there anything in particular that you would like to do after all that?
Besides play some awesome riffs down in the stage, I was like, you know what? Let me go check this shit out. All right. He would he would go up to the library, or it was in the dome where they had like the map.
Yeah, that thing where you can kind of pull sections around of the stars and everything. Was in the dome. However, the map on the globe was in the library. That's where Liazana currently is.
That's where I would go.
Okay. In that case, good, please.
He would go to his room and put on his silk pajamas with his bunny rabbit feet.
Awesome.
He would tell Rhodey to go get him a drink.
Okay. Awesome. I wrote to get you.
And then he'd just walk into the library and just start looking around and try to find reference materials that corresponds with the stars or whatever that is.
All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check. And while you're doing that, Liazana, what since Sinister is going to come in, what is it that you would have been doing up there?
I think she's been looking over the globe, trying to get a good idea of the, I guess trying to like study the maps, and like if there's like other maps, she'd probably go to those as well. But I'm kind of basing that on her wanderer. She's really good at remembering like maps and stuff, and especially when exploring lays of the land. So she would definitely want to be studying all of that, but she's more intrigued with the globe.
Okay. All right. So Sinister, you head in. Oh, yeah. Sorry. What did you get with your? Oh. Okay. Oh. You take a look through. A lot of these are written.
None of this makes any kind of goddamn sense.
They're written in a lot of different languages. A number of ones that you don't, unfortunately, know. So in the time you have, you're not really finding anything. You do see, as you go through one of the rows of book shelves, you see Liazana carefully studying that globe.
Yo, I know it's a map to somewhere, but I'm not familiar with your lands here, dude.
Oh, hi. Did you enjoy your spa time?
Yeah, it was cool. I wish you would have joined me, but it's all good.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just really intrigued by this globe.
Well, I'm a stranger in strange lands. Did you find out something? Because all this is weird to me.
Well, it's not all near us. I mean, it looks like there's a bunch of different continents.
So you mean to tell me it's undiscovered land? Like you guys don't even know this exists?
Well, I'm not sure that we would know, and I can't say if it's undiscovered or not, but yeah, it's just I mean, and I guess she'll point where she thinks that we are, or like maybe somewhere close that we have been. And I'll say, well, we were here.
Sure.
And would she know? Would she be able to point out where Macaw is, or no? Probably not.
No. You have a rough idea of. You see the dots lit up. It seems to have synced up with your ship of the islands you've been to. You have a general idea of where you are, but there's no indicator for where you are. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say, well, I think we're somewhere around here because this is where we came from. But besides that, I can't say I've been to all these places. It's like new to me. It's so interesting.
Well, where's some hazy?
Where is it?
A little further. I mean, probably another. Gosh, how long have you been traveling? I'd have to look at the time. A month and a
Couple
half or
weeks.
something like that. Yeah. South.
It's behind
little
us, I
west.
know.
You're sort
Okay,
of
so
in
she'll-
the middle of you. Yeah. Mhm.
So she'll point that out, saying, "Oh, I think it's this one right here. This is where some hazy is," and then she'll point out. Wait, what was the other one? I have to look it up.
So what now,
Stephanie
Captain?
Islands.
So what now, Captain?
Well, I guess we need to find the others and ask them. I thought we were still going to keep going at some hazy.
Well, I mean, this changes things. I mean, what's the game plan? What are we supposed to do? I mean, honestly, I was taking a spa break and it was so relaxing. I am no good to nobody, honestly. But I mean, to be fair, it'd be best for us to map out what we do know in relation to what we don't know. I'm just saying.
I think we do. We definitely.
I mean, we do have a navigator, you know what I'm saying? We got a navigator and she knows better than we do that can point out these dots because that's all it looks like is like dots.
Well, I can help out Kip too. I mean, I've got really good memory with maps and stuff, so I can
Oh,
help her
thank
out.
God.
I can help her out if that's needed. But I do think that it would be helpful to actually have it too. But that's why I wanted to kind of look over all this stuff and try to make sense of what I could before we left
Right.
again.
We also need to get our priorities straight. You know what I'm saying? We did pick up some items and stuff, and we got this cool ass, dope ass pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's some things that concerns me. But you know, we need more crew, right? We probably need more supplies, right? And we got to have a point of action of what we're gonna do next.
Well, I was of the understanding that we're following whatever Zia's wanting to do
Ugh.
and finding that book.
Revenge.
We can discuss that later.
Revenge.
Let's go figure out what we're going to do.
Revenge.
She's gonna like slowly like start slinking off.
All right, fine.
Looking for
Whatever.
somebody else.
Whatever. Okay. Fine. All right. I'll be here. I'll try my best to figure out what's going on, but honestly, I have no idea.
Okay, I'll figure something out.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and look at these books, and if you need me, I'm gonna be rocking out.
Okay.
Whatever. Bye, Captain. Revenge.
Nice. Awesome. And Lisan, is there anything in particular you were trying to assess or figure out with this map, with the globe?
I don't know about particular. I mean, she might be trying to remember where Stephanie is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they already pretty much had a good idea of Stephanie. So she's mainly just observing it for memory purposes.
Okay.
For the most part, at least.
Make an investigation check with advantage, if you would, as you're assuming you're being handsy with it to investigate. For lack of, I'm sure there's a better term than handsy. Sorry.
Investigation.
Please.
Let's make that a +2, 16.
Okay. So as you see 4 quadrants. This globe split up into 4 quadrants. One of which, I think the southern one, just below where you all are, completely covered in this deep, dark miasma, sort of rolling. It's like a little 3D visual that's sort of just rolling over that entire quadrant, consumed by the same material that spans the meridian around the planet and the equator. In your section, as you're sort of like, okay, I think that's Daphne, you find it's in the way a smartphone can pinch and slide.
Oh, okay.
You can, as you're touching with 2 hands, you spread your hands apart, it zooms in a bit, and you have a rough idea that of where Staffney Isle is. You left Atmos Isles, which are sort of, as far as this whole quadrant of the Earth, sort of center line. Staffney would have been to the west a bit, but very north, as opposed to Simhazy Isles, that's to the west a bit, but very far south. So you can zoom in and zoom in and zoom in, and while the ship doesn't seem to have registered current whereabouts of islands and such, you don't see anything here. But as you go around the rest of the planet, you see maps of course, our other campaigns, the different quadrants of the world, that whole Kier's Lament section swallowed up. You see Steph's, the Forsakens section you can zoom in and out of. And then everything with Stormfall and all that, the different continents and the layouts. And so I can send you some of that information in case you end up with any questions about what's happened to, there's some things that are very visible from far away on a map. Like, maybe what happened there.
Definitely.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. So I think that Breelith and Ashafar have now returned. You know what? Gaseous, you're patiently awaiting the elevator as it seems to be in use. Are Breelith and Ashafar, are you headed all the way back up to the dome?
Yeah.
Okay. You're waiting, waiting, Cassius.
Cassius, hey.
Did you guys see anything in the ship?
Right. What we were going to find out. Right. There's something weird that's happened. It's like a thing, and it has other things, and it's right there in the captain's quarters. And we went there, and Kip and someone else were looking in, and the thing was just there, doing. It didn't seem too active, but it was there.
So it did something.
It did something. Yes. That's correct.
That's perfect right there, really. We don't we have to talk about anything else.
Great, that's wonderful.
We're good. We're good.
Give him like a pat on the shoulder as she passes. Where's everyone else at? I think we're ready to go.
Oh, are we ready to leave now? I don't know where the others are. I kind of got lost in that room up there.
I think Sia's wanting to go. To do her thing. But I'll go and find Sinister and go and see what they want to do.
In that case, I'm gonna head back to the ship then.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll see you in the ship, and
right.
Cassius will get in the elevator.
Cool. Bye.
Bye, Breelith. See you in a little bit.
Ashes, he's great. He's great. To telling Ashfar this.
I'm picturing Breelith breathing through the gate, like.
Yeah.
He seems very down to earth.
Oh, yeah.
Or ground.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, Earth is very earthy and stable, and seems kind of like Cassius. Yeah, I can see it. Come on, let's go and find the others.
Yeah, the two of you get to take the stairs, or wait for the elevator, which takes a hot minute.
We'll take the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm impatient.
Liasana's already coming down the stairs.
Liasana, hey.
Oh, hi. Oh, I was just coming to look for y'all.
Great, wonderful. We were looking for you. Well, and Sinister. Do you know where Sinister is at?
Oh, I left her in the library. I guess
Okay.
we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
what are we
Zia's
doing?
wanting to leave.
Okay.
And I kind of figure since, I mean, there's not really anything to do here, I mean, other than enjoy this cool space, that, you know, it might be good to kind of go and we can come back. I'm sure, you know, the two are connected. Oh, something weird happened in the captain's quarters. Like, I think with the whole navigation thing, like something popped up. Really weird.
Oh,
I think Cassius went to the ship. Zia's there. You know, Ashavar, of course, is here. And I'm going to go and find Sinister and see, you know, and kind of get the beat down. Not that I'm beating her down, but that I just want to get the information. All right, I'm heading out. I'll see you on the ship.
yeah, definitely.
Great. Wonderful. I don't know what this is, but okay, let's go.
Okay, bye.
Awesome.
So now we're looking for Sinister.
I'm up in the library.
I'll get everybody's names straight eventually.
Sinister!
Nice.
Sinister!
Yo, I'm in the library.
Oh, that's right. She did say that. She was
Oh,
in the library.
Sinister is the
He was-
musical one.
Yes, correct. It's very. He's a, you know, he's a star. He does a lot of music. Well known in places actually. You know. Yeah. Sinister, we're coming into the library. Hey,
What's up?
what's up? So, ready to leave?
No, I thought y'all was getting kept because we need to discuss the course of action. We're in dire need of crew and goods before we set off on a trip.
Well, we're not
So-
going to find crew or goods here, right? There's no one
Right,
here.
that's why I wanted Kip to come here so she could tell us where the nearest place to get these things.
I think we're all
Besides,
meeting.
I got these dope ass goblets that I want to offload. That's probably worth some money.
I think we're all meeting on the ship.
Ugh.
Everyone's going there now. We're all there. Well, except us, of course, because we're here talking to you. But everyone else is there on the ship. And I think that's where we're going to be discussing our course of action. Zia wants to head out. I mean, there's really nothing else for us to kind of do here other than enjoy this cool space. But I've said this before.
Oh,
Want to
well,
walk with us?
fine, but I mean, the thing is, was we were going to come back and discuss it and see the dots and see where the dots lead and see where the dots meet our needs so we can go where we need to go. I mean,
Well-
you guys are not really good at planning things out. You just go and follow Zia, and we're just doing everything half-assed.
I
I'm
think
just saying.
that some of the map is showing up on the ship. So we might not need to like bring everyone here. It might all be there.
I hear you. Okay. Ugh, let me get my stuff. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Brody, grab my wine
Oh.
and those nice little bath bombs.
Do you know about Rhodey, Ashvar?
Not yet. I don't think
Rhodey-
I was.
Rhodey is Sinister's an invisible servant. It
Yeah,
helps
it doesn't
him
talk
with
to me
things.
like things talk to you or like Zia. All right. Don't think it's an imaginary friend. He is here to serve me and only me. And sometimes you guys, if I send him to do that, but whatever.
Oh man, I think that was an available class when I was in school. But I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
take
you
it.
know that. Yeah, yeah. It's called how to do things without doing things and have other people do it.
You had a choice of classes in school?
Yeah, yeah, magic school is cool. All right, let's go. Jesus. I mean, I don't know if that exists in your world, but
That's awesome.
I don't know what that is.
By Crom.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Y'all take the awkward elevators back, or you can take the stairs. Up to you.
Does the elevator have music?
No, but I suppose you could try and make some if you wanted.
Most awkward elevator.
Just a quiet, long.
Mhm.
He's gonna pull out his pan flute and just start.
Nice. Oh, amazing. All right, so you finally arrive down in the bottom floor there, or what you assume is the bottom floor, the port, as I don't think anyone's tried to go any lower. The handle has a whole nother depth, though, just so you know. So it's on a semicircle, so it was out horizontally, and when Zia first like maybe this and pushed it, slid upward and went up, but it can actually go down too.
Wonder what's lower than this.
There might be interesting stuff down there. Not gonna lie.
You know, it might be good to kind of check it out before we go. Just kind of like, just take the elevator down.
I mean, if this is going to be our private island, we got to reconnoiter, you know?
Right. We can take the elevator down and the doors will open. We don't even have to walk out. We can just look out. What is this? And then be like, okay, time to go back up. Hey, Sinister, we're going down to the bottom level. And she'll pull the crank.
Nice. Awesome. You pass by, let's see, the bottom level. So you pass by 7 different levels and arrive at the 7th at the very bottom. Each one of these, while you can see through the collapsible metal gate, has what appears to be a doorway, but it is very unusual architecture. A lot of runic symbols over these doors that it just seems like a smooth door with no seam. Instead, very it's you've probably seen some drawings where it looks like dimensions that fold around each other that doesn't quite look like it makes sense. Like if you trail it, you're forever going around and around. It's a lot of that in the door frame, and then just what seems like a solid sheet of metal, no seam like a normal door, and that's every one of these 7 levels, all the way down to the bottom. The gate slides open at the bottom, revealing this door and giving you access. It's only about a 1.5 feet off of the elevator. A bunch of golden runic symbols engraved, like dug into whatever this sheet of metal is that might be a door.
Do I recognize the runes?
You don't. Ashavar, this is more of that, much like that first thing where you all kind of put your hands in and claimed this place as your own, and in the sand, your handprints in the sand. This has an extremely archaic version of Celestial. You would actually have to spend a decent amount of time studying it to kind of translate it to regular Celestial or common.
Okay.
Did all of the doors have different, as we passed by them, could we tell that they had different languages on them, or just...
All similar symbols. Different arrangements, but all like this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is weird.
Oh, can you read it?
I understand the letters, but I can only pick out a few words because they're in different combinations than I'm used to. I think this is really, really old Celestial.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Like, you know how languages evolve, and sometimes after a few hundred or 1,000 years that it's almost a different language, but it still uses the same alphabet, and there are some patterns, so I can see some patterns, but
that one looks like a spider. I don't even know what that's about. I do know offset that some Celestial translated in infertile, but it doesn't really make sense, honestly. But what does this have to do with us finding crew and goods and me selling these dope ass goblets?
Doesn't have anything to do with it. So she turns back to Ashavar. Are you saying that there could be, since the writing is ancient, there could be something ancient on the other side? possibly.
I would bet at least 1 gold piece on it.
Oh wow,
Interesting.
that is something you should look at. Hey, really, there's a lot of alarm things in this pad that well, all right, let's go up to everybody because I got a lot of issues or things to go over that we just need to address that we haven't. There's like rooms that go to like a beach and you guys have no idea what a beach is. There's like
Yeah, it's
locked
fun.
rooms
I like it.
and yeah, it is nice. There's locked rooms. There's
Yeah.
the alarming fact that we are under crewed and we need food.
Well, I don't know. I think that'll work itself out, and she'll pull the lever to go up to that main floor again, where they get off to get to the boat.
And I would
Ashavar
like
is
to
gonna actually stay down below because she doesn't really have a stake in what's going to happen next since she's new, and she basically just says, well, if you want to take me with you, come down and get me when you're done. I really want to try and translate this.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. I will come down to get you before we leave. Promise.
good idea. See, somebody's thinking. All right. All
I
right.
have been known to do that once in a while.
Nice.
I'll get to know you a little bit better, and he's gonna gyrate.
Nice.
Listen, Breeless, there's a
Yeah.
lot of things going on that is alarming. The fact that we were towed into this mystical island, right?
Was fun.
And we found Ashavar, right? And
Yeah.
the fact that Celestials vacated this for reasons unknown, and the fact that
Really exciting.
our ship has things going on with it. I mean, it's beyond coincidence. And we need crew, we need money, and we need food.
Do we?
Yes.
I think maybe you need to start looking at this more like an adventure. Instead of like a planned out course, sometimes you just gotta step outside your door and
It is an adventure, but it's
just go walking and just hope that things work out for you.
okay.
And usually they do.
I've been doing that for a really long time, and guess what? It has worked out, but guess what? It's fruitless.
See?
And if I'm gonna go, I mean, I get you. I mean, I live like that, but honestly, I mean, we got other people to think about, and we got this book of Enoch and weirdness, and like celestial people, and impending doom, and the Pirate King. I mean, we got a lot of issues there.
As Sinister, I can honestly say that
I hate to beat the voice of reason right now. It makes me really cranky.
Oh,
And I can't believe that I'm the voice of reason. I'm usually the fun-loving one, and I can't believe this. It's bothering me.
I can say that I might know people who might be able to come. Maybe we can find some way to get them to the island to kind of check things out.
No, I don't want them coming here. There's a reason why this island is hidden. There's a reason why this island is hidden. Okay, and it only reveals itself to certain
The
people.
doors open up. You're at the
So,
port.
one person.
I cannot believe that Rhodey, wine. Let's go.
Start floating.
Okay, well, I tried.
Ashavar, what would you like to do in what manner would you like to study these symbols?
Well, first I'm going to check and see if they're covered in dust, as I would expect for being so old. And if they are, I'm going to use my mage hand to kind of brush them off so I can get a better look.
They are, and you do.
Okay. After that, I'm going to start... This reminds me of reading the Canterbury Tales in Old English, I swear. Out of character.
Nice.
Basically, I'm going to start trying to find words that I recognize or at least look similar to words that I know.
Okay.
And then branch out from there.
All right. You get underway then, starting to identify solid words, some base words here at least from some of the larger... very, very flowery text. Celestial has a grand flow to it, so you're looking for those base words to pick out. All right, and I'll leave you to that then. And let's see, Cassius, you arrived down here already, so you're out in the ship. You approach the captain's quarters. Kip gives a nod. She's hustling about, your turtle navigator. Oh, right. Welcome back, Cassius. You discovered this upstairs?
Yeah, so there seems to be like a star map that interfaces with the ship. Because I did something up there, and then Cassius is actually gonna rush into the captain's quarters to see if it's like anything, if anything like looks different in there.
It's a smaller version, where it's almost like this is projecting on the ceiling and walls, but they just go into space, into the cosmos, right? So it's and there's that dome, maybe like 5 feet wide, at its base, semicircle coming out of the floor. And it's in the same position that you had where you moved it. You moved things about upstairs. It's also in that here. Kip gives a quick breakdown of what she saw here happen, which seems to match up with some of the information that you were pursuing up there. It's kind of like it gets like a search history is being recorded down here from there.
Okay.
She also mentions that she thinks that the ship summoned the island, or the island summoned the ship, or something happened when they went into that, when y'all went into that stealth mode that engaged that aspect of the ship, where you may be able to return at any, she's not sure if it's at any given time, but she feels confident that you could resummon it or test it to see how it works at one point.
I wonder. So, I think the only thing that Cassius can think of that happened to summon the island was us charting a course to it. So I wonder if we just chart a course to it within this part of the captain's quarters, will that just lead us right back to the island? That's kind of the theory that he's working on.
Right. Well, I know we've got much to do, but I suppose worst case, if we get low on any, there's a whole forest out there. If we get low on supplies on our way to some hazy isles, we can give it a shot. If we're getting within a week or a week and a half of running out of goods.
You're a genius. I didn't even think about the forest here.
Right?
That could be a potentially endless food supply for us.
That'd be grand.
And if we can summon the island, we wouldn't have to worry about much.
Indeed. There's just so... It all has to be ancient technology like the ship, because the ship auto-docked. It's just there's so many questions. There's so Wisp is just floating around like a kid in a candy shop, just so excited.
Oh, I gotta talk to him later. We have to compare notes. Cassius is gonna get like really excited and try to gather up the rest of the crew at this point. So he's gonna make his way back over to see if everyone's coming back.
All right. You see everyone except Ashavar as breatheth and Sinister with a couple wine bottles floating behind him.
Yeah.
Where's our new friend? Aren't we about to leave soon?
Well,
I don't think that Zia would have left her room at this point yet.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let me check in. I'm so sorry, Zia. What are you up to? You went down to your room.
Oh my gosh,
What's
no,
that?
sorry, no worries. I just, I definitely need to have a quick conversation with Bo, because there's a lot of
Okay.
questions and very few answers right now. So, Bo, you kind of remember how you disappeared into nothingness for a few weeks?
Oh, I remember all right. Yep.
And then also, you've been around since like my birth and have basically educated me for my entire life, and also been the person who kind of sent me on this quest and like knows all this stuff because I've never directly met any of these people, and you're the whole reason that I'm doing all of this, right?
Well, you make me sound so important here. I suppose.
Yeah, because you are kind of important, Bo.
Well, I can't say a dislike here and that. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, in the dream vision, there was this idea that Charles knew something about either you or about spirits that had been released because of actions that had been taken during the time that you disappeared. and that you kind of appeared to me in that dream, but you don't remember appearing to me in that dream. Oh, and then there's this Jolene person who I am pretty sure I share some blood with. You've never mentioned to me anything about a sibling.
Well, now, what on earth makes you think you share blood with this that person that has the book?
Okay, well, guess what? We did this ritual to scry,
Right.
and the book was about to open. It lit up when she touched it. The only way that would be possible is if she shared blood with my father. Or if, I don't know, well, it's a working theory, but I can't really think of anything else. And you would know about that, right? Like, because you would have been there. Oh, and that brings me to my final question here, okay? Why does my room have children's toys in it? Why was there a cradle? I've never been here before.
Right, that was, I reckon that was a little,
I mean, if my father is the bastard you've let him up to be, why would he have prepared something like that? That doesn't make any sense, Bo.
Can you roll? I've got a couple of things to check first.
Sure. Sorry.
No, that's awesome. All right, so oh wait, let me just fix this. The things here. Did I get that right? Nope. What do I want you to roll first? What's first? I'm gonna say just a perception check. As you're recalling, sort of looking in the room and glancing about, and then like stepping out, as you're asking him this.
Perception. There we go. And we got a really shitty roll.
Okay.
An 11.
Right, no one really tested that, so nobody knows. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so many fun things, but no one knows. So I can't talk about it. Okay, let's see. If you could do, I guess if you want to do like just an insight check as you're kind of reading, Bo's emotion, facial expressions and body language and such.
That one's definitely much better. 19.
Okay. Whew. Well, now, we'll have to figure out what's going on. Blood sure is a strange thing. It could be many things. You never really know what's happened in the past. It's really tough to say. And he's just like very badly dancing around your question. Ooh. Oh, that room, right. Now, why on earth? Ooh. That's a mystery. We'll have to do some more investigating up there, I suppose. Actually, I need to do a roll for Bo, because I actually need to consider what he does and doesn't know. Okay. Well, no, I don't know. I'll have to consort with my people. See if I can figure out exactly who this person is and how their blood might be related to your dad. I'll see if I can get some answers for you. I mean, I reckon it doesn't hurt if we talk to Charlie. You see him wincing a little bit. As he's considering these things, much like when you asked him to recall that dream.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Look, I've known you my entire life. I trust you, but I need to know the truth.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to think. Make a well, actually, it's 19. So it almost looks like he seems to be trying to grasp at some information, but whenever he does, that's when he winces. Like he's got a
Okay.
little. I just no, I don't. I
Okay,
feel like
Val.
I should know, right? I certain, but no, I don't.
It's okay. Let's go find the others.
Right. All right, look, but I'll talk to my people. See what I can, what kind of information I can get.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, we'll get to the bottom of this. So yeah.
To the captain's chambers.
Nice. So what you got, Breelith?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was to the captain's chambers.
Oh, nice. Zia, you head up as you see Cassius, gathering everyone together.
Cool.
All right, how's everybody feeling? Is there anything else that we need to do here before we leave?
Just need to grab Ashavar before we head out. That's it.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, we're undermanned, right? And we are low on supplies and money, right? We have a destination, right? We have a navigator. We have things about the ship we don't know, and it brought us to a house. I think it begs the reason that we need to take a step back, right? And analyze the situation and see what we should do next. Also, let's not forget we got Admiral Ruth of the Sky Pirates that is wanting me to check in periodically. So honestly, we got a lot of things going, and it'd be best that we just don't keep boom, boom, boom. And I hate the fact that I'm like the smart one right here, but I think-
That's to be okay.
All right,
I'm-
Sinister, I want to let you know I hear you and I understand. So I think on the way out of here, we should definitely just have the group come together and we just talk about everything that we've experienced up until now.
okay, we looked at the house, but there's like all this terrain and there's like so many floors going up and down the elevator. We don't know anything.
So that begs the question, do you guys want to stay here for a few days to kind of like get a feel of where we're at? Maybe we can find stuff that we didn't see before, because we didn't really get a chance to do a thorough once over with the house or even with the rest of the island for that matter. We still have to
Or
see
the
what's
ship.
outside.
Or the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, that's true. And the ship's already docked here, so we could kill two birds with one stone and not move. We have shelter. We have food. So I say it's not a bad idea for us to stay here for a few days. It seems like there's a lot that we haven't found out about this area yet.
Captain.
Yes.
What do you think?
I don't know. I really don't. I know that we've got to go find this book. And
You always got to go find them.
Zia's the one that's making a big deal of it. I wasn't there at
I
this.
kind of want to find the book as
meeting.
well. It's really interesting.
He's going to whisper.
He's gonna ignore, or Liaisana's going to ignore that. Sorry, my brain's not here right now.
All I'm saying is we're kind of going in aimless directions. We found this
And-
island and it's
And
like
we're not thinking it through. We got to think it
Right.
through.
and I
And we
agree
got a
with you.
map. We got islands in between. You know what I'm saying? There's
I think
things.
we do need to, and I agree with Sinister. I think we need to slow down and like actually have a plan, because we don't have a plan. We're just riding on the ship, going, but we're not really thinking things through. We just found a house on an island, and we're moving right on from that.
And it's a nice house. I mean, we can
We're gonna
like
come back
chill.
to it though.
We can chill. You
But
know
we
what I'm
don't know
saying?
if we can.
We can live out the rest of our
We
days.
don't
here.
know how to come back.
It's got a spa,
It'll
a
find it.
stage, a library, a beach, a forest floor. It's got like all kinds of shit.
But it's I feel like if this is a place that we're gonna be returning to, we should learn more about it. Because we don't really know anything. Zia doesn't know anything right now. She's very confused. So why don't we just take the chance to figure this out? Especially if we're gonna be coming back here.
Right. And how about the idea that Celestials wrote it and vacated? Why did they leave the island? And why does the ship know this island?
Well, I mean, the ship knows this island, so I would assume that it would know its way back somehow. It's connected
Who
here
made the
somehow.
ship and who made the island? And how does the island know each other? I mean, it begs to differ that,
Maybe they're friends.
okay, so they're friends, right?
Yeah.
They're chilling, right?
Yeah.
How did they meet? Where did they start?
Well, there were
Like-
different theories about how land masses form. I would be more than happy to go into it with you
Oh,
sometime.
really? Really?
No,
Right
this
there.
isn't the time.
That's
Okay.
not what we're talking
No,
about.
that's
Okay.
not what we're talking about.
All right.
It's more than
Please.
coincidence that the Tempest and the island of Macaw tractor beamed us in after we engaged the cloaking device. I mean, honestly, it's not coincidence.
We don't know if a tractor beamed us in or if
Yeah,
the
we do.
tractor beamed it in.
Well,
Zia has a point, actually. Yeah.
well, that's also something we need to find out, don't you think?
And the ship
else?
is interfacing with the house, or it is
Right.
communicating with the house.
Right? Who did that?
That's I did it up
Somebody-
in the navigation room.
Somebody had to lay that out. I mean, it's not like it's coincidence or anything. So,
Yeah. Sinister, I hear you 100%. And honestly, I'm
do you?
honestly okay with staying here for a couple days. But I really
Alright.
just hope that whatever caused the Celestials to disappear isn't here anymore.
Oh
'Cause they're a lot
gosh,
less powerful than they are.
That too. That's a good
That
point.
too.
Now, I don't have any evidence to put forward for that, but I mean, you're right. We really don't know anything.
and we need to learn. We got a dope ass library and a spa and a stage, right?
But
Yeah, we have a lot. Like there's so much here to uncover, and
I
it
know.
might lead us into the direction of the book too. Like we haven't even checked on that either.
Can I tell you
everything-
something that distresses me? The fact that there's a beach upstairs and you guys don't know what a beach is.
Can
I
we?
mean, not everyone's from a place with a beach. Sinister.
So why is it here in this house?
Because
Okay.
it's like, a special place.
So,
Yeah.
Celestials. Well, there are a lot of things about them, but in general, we don't know what celestial or celestials lived here. We don't know whether or not we can really trust any of the materials in the library. So just take everything with a grain of salt.
That's a good point.
You
There's
know.
salt in the beach. Did you know that?
Well, keep in mind,
Yes.
celestials can travel between worlds, and depending on how high they are on the scale, they can do that at will, supposedly.
All right. Let's chart a course, but I think it begs a difference since we do have a navigator, Kip, that Kip takes time out to look at the celestial like stars or whatever on the captain's quarters or back in the library.
I think
And-
Kip should check the one that's inside the house.
Yeah,
Like
I think
more
everybody
than-
should
more
go
than
in the
anything.
house. I mean, that was the whole point of me going, because,
Brilith, where's Ashavar exactly?
Well,
she's checking
okay.
out some stuff.
Yeah, so there are lower levels to the elevator. And so before we came up here, I thought, hey, let's check them out because it's good. I didn't know if we were leaving right away. So we went down to the lower levels. So it's 7 floors of just a bunch of doors. The bottom one's kind of goldish with some gold runes on it. And Ashavar thinks that it's some ancient form of celestial. So she's studying it to see if she can read it.
Yeah.
At that point, Zio would probably just leave immediately.
I guess we're leaving.
Oh, hey, you going down there with her? I'll come.
And definitely like Breelith,
See ya,
did not
wait.
hear you, but I love the idea
She's
of
gonna
you
jog.
like, yeah.
Jog.
I love that. Because
Sinister
Zia
is
gets
gonna
there
grab-
and is like not sure how to do the lever thing, so you like come up behind and you do it for her.
Sinister is going to get the rest of the crew and bring them into the house.
Okay.
I think it's best in that Charlie, Charles, Kip, Wisp, and Vic come inside, so they could at least have like a room of their own, and also take time with us. And if we're going to be exploring the island, I think it'd be a good idea to have them.
Okay. They agree.
I mean,
Head on in,
Captain,
too.
if that's right. He doesn't wait for her answer. He just goes about it.
Nice. Wine bottles follow.
I think Cassius would look for Kip and then take Kip straight up to the navigate to the
okay.
actual navigation part of the house.
Awesome.
Yeah, Cassius wants to figure this out.
Excellent.
That's what he wants to do.
I think the only person that's definitely going to stay in the ship for a little bit, at least until night time, is Wisp, as he really wants to sort out like how's this interfacing and what to expect. Doesn't really like surprises.
Oh, is it? I wonder. Oh, damn, we probably don't have any sending stones, so we could like communicate with each other as like things are happening, but we don't have. I don't think we have that.
We have one sending stone, but they only work one way, right?
Mhm.
Like with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the
I need
You can't like split it in half. And
yeah, and give him the other one.
It's a three-way call now. Yeah.
The headphone splitter.
Oh yeah,
I
you
think-
could definitely get like little, and then you could put them in your ears. That would work.
I think
It's on the
next,
ship, by the
Too.
way. I didn't bring
Yeah.
it with me, so it's on the ship.
I think the next time we port, I think Cassius would get like a bunch of sending stones that we could use as walkie-talkies, like
That would be
whenever
really
they get to the
helpful.
next, to the next part. I know it's only 25 words, but it's still useful.
Wait, are they?
I'm waiting till next level. That's
Wait, if sending stones are only one way, then each of us would need how many of them? We have a
5, I assume.
Well, then the crew as well. We need like 8 or 9.
Everybody would need their
person.
own. Yeah, everyone need their own.
And then would you like write people's name? Can you write people's names on them or whatever? So I like remember.
Or you just don't lose yours. You just gotta hold on to it, put a ribbon on it or something.
Zia would definitely have to. Zia would lose it almost immediately.
Or put it on like a necklace or something.
Good plan. Good plan.
There is tinkering available too to each of you if you were to work.
I think Cassius
things
wouldn't
like that.
mind running back and forth in between the ships. He's pretty fit anyways, so he'll just go back and forth between Wisp and Kip, just relaying.
Okay. Nice.
I
He'll just
have
keep
a
doing that.
thing,
It
but
doesn't matter.
I need to have a cantrip spot.
Nice. All right. So Ashavar, a little bit later, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is, you hear the elevator engage and lower down.
As we're descending and we get closer, Vreela's going to just, Ashavar, it's us. You don't have to worry.
She sneezes very loudly.
Oh,
Nice.
bless you.
Thank you.
Elevator stops, the gate opens up, and there's like 1.5 feet, 2 feet. It's space where Ashavar has been standing, sort of studying this.
And so now all 3 of us, and both Breelith and I, are kind of tall, are all stuck in this little tiny space.
Yeah. Like, oh.
So
Love it.
any progress?
So how's the light in here?
Oh gosh, do you have dark vision? There's no light except in the elevator.
Okay, so Ashavar has her mage hand holding a torch by the runes, so she can, because I do not have. She does not have dark vision.
Okay.
So,
And she's been scratching in the ground with a crossbow bolt.
oh no,
Some notes.
Nice.
there's not that much ground. We probably stepped on it.
It's awesome.
It's okay, it's a memory aid. It's a memory aid.
Okay, good. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Vreela's going to touch the top of her staff and cast light.
Oh.
Um,
Fills the air
Oh.
with light.
That's bright. Yes,
So-
excellent.
Zia can read celestial, like normal celestial.
Mhm.
But I'm assuming that because this is such an archaic form, it's probably just like one word or something.
Yeah.
Max, if anything.
It's if you study it for a bit, you'll start finding that some of the root word parts of the word are the same. You get a rough idea, but tense and how it flows together in a sentence, and even a lot of the wordage itself is fairly different.
Okay. So basically, it's not helpful at all.
It's helpful in that if the two of you studied it together, you could actually assess. So one of you could roll with advantage, or you could each roll your own things. But I mean,
Okay.
it's Ash. Well, at least for Ashavar, having spent the past 30 minutes studying it, you can tell that this is definitely a long-term project. To break this, as far as this door goes, seems like it's going to take quite a bit. Weeks and weeks of devoting time to kind of studying and breaking it down to understand what it says.
Okay. So, this is really interesting. It's also, I think I've gotten about 2 words so far.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's going to take a bit to get all of it, but I think if Zia and I work together, it might go a little bit faster, but it's we could figure it out. And I want to know what's behind that door. So I'm perfectly happy to keep figuring this out.
I would love to help as long as I don't get in the way. I'll do my best. I'm not gonna lie, this is outside of my realm too, but I can get some stuff.
Oh, great. You guys are really helpful. Wonderful. I mean, working together, we can all find a way to get through the store.
Freelith, I'm kind of wondering, because we got here through the elevator, right?
Uh-huh.
But is the elevator of the same, I mean, you might know this, is it of the same time period as the door?
Oh, can I tell, Dan?
Make a history check, please.
Oh, that is a 12.
I think you had done a lateral check before in relation to this, or at least architecture. So you know that this elevator, at least, I think before you had checked to see if this was a similar style as current stuff, and it's not. It's definitely older technology. Okay. Whether or not it's as old as these doors, you're unsure. But it does match the aesthetic of the ship. So you know the elevator has to be pretty old. At a minimum, it's as old as the ship.
So the elevator could be as old as the ship, or it might be a little bit older, but it's at least as old as the ship. Whether it matches the door, I can't really tell. There's just not a lot here with the door to really be able to read off of.
So there have been periods of celestial history, just like there have been periods of our history. And you can definitely tell from the type of writing, which I'm sure you've already definitely figured out a few times over, Ashavar, that this is not normal celestial. This is like much older. And so I'm wondering if there were celestials here who were driven out, and then a long time later, another group of celestials arrived and built the house and the elevator. And I mean, the elevator leads here. It was built to come here, but whether or not that was on purpose is a little... I mean, just think about the amount of room that we have here to step, right? If the elevator was constructed to hit here on purpose, they would have left a little bit more room. Celestials are huge.
Yeah, could be a theory.
Do you think there would be any information in the library about that? Or
possibly you might be able to find some kind of documents maybe in the house about the house.
Well, it's just a theory. I don't really know, but it just keeps More questions and no answers.
Yeah, I mean, we can check for sure. No, I'll keep an eye out in the library. I also want to take a look outside and kind of do some exploring, but I'll wait for the rest of the group to decide how they want to break up and check out things for the next couple of days.
Right. And so I think Ashvar and I will definitely continue to hopefully crack at least a couple more words here.
Okay. I'll leave you to it then. Here, I'll leave you my staff for the light.
Do you have any paper?
Yeah, here. And she'll hand over some paper.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Perlith.
No problem.
For everything.
Absolutely. I am just as excited to see what's behind those doors as I'm sure we all are. Okay, I'm going to head upstairs to the rest of the group.
And then Zia kind of turns to Ashvar and is like, if it's even a door at all.
That's a question.
Bye. I'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Amazing. Okay.
So before we switch over, Ashavar would like to ask her linked quarry spirit if they know anything about this island and the people who built it.
Okay. And just I'm sorry, I'm not super familiar yet, and I want to make sure I do it justice. Is that something that you can see? Is it just like a mental connection to them, or is it something?
It's a mental connection. Most of my racial features are mental. Like I can speak telepathically to people, which may come as a surprise to somebody at some point.
All right.
So yeah, I have a mental link to my dream spirit, and I can converse with them while I'm asleep, but I can also kind of ask them questions while I'm awake. Is what I interpreted it.
I love Kalashtar so much.
And what was the question you were going to ask it again? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just read Varoth's ad quote.
That's hilarious.
Most of my racial features from
Oh no.
Oh no.
They get so great out of context down the line there.
Well, I'm going to be very specific and ask, the island of Macaw, have you heard anything about it or the beings who built it?
The response you receive is very abrupt, very short, succinct. The island of Macaw is hidden to us, as are its creators.
Oh.
Oh. Every time. Oh, I love it. I'm so sorry.
Well, she's pretty taken aback by that because she's used to being able to converse with her dream spirit, and the dream spirit pretty much knowing, at least having heard a little bit about most everything she's asked about. So this is she's like, oh, well, I guess I'll leave you alone then.
Oh.
Sorry to bother you.
Bonds is like, no worries.
That's awesome.
And the whole time she's like, well, she's speaking mentally to it, so she's just kind of standing there with her eyes glowing a little bit, because that's something that happens when she concentrates. And then all of a sudden she breaks out and is like, I couldn't find out anything.
And of course, Zia, having like Bo and having gone into like all these trance states, is not phased at all by this, and is like very much like, yeah, you got one of those too? Good stuff. Good idea.
Yeah, I inherited it.
Same.
Nice. Fist bump. Awesome. All right. And then you all, I'm assuming you're all heading up then to like the main floor or up.
Oh, we were gonna keep. Oh wait, you're talking to the rest of them or to us?
Yeah, to the three of you. Is Breelith staying then, or Zia?
And Brilith already went up.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
She was
gotcha.
hanging out.
and Zia and Ashavar, I believe, are staying to continue to attempt to translate.
Nice. All right. So the two of you work on that with the back to the torch, probably as the light spell went with Breelith.
Oh, she left her staff.
Oh, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Excellent.
it's a good staff. Very good.
Appreciated act of kindness.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right. So Breelith, you're heading up to what, the dorm? Like just what
Yeah,
part
just
of
the house part to go and join everyone in the study or wherever they're meeting.
Or you head up to, we'll say, yeah, that library area.
She'll hear the voices carry.
Nice. And ting, as you arrive, you see Vic is up here, sort of like looking at the books and everything, and he has a book under his arm as he walks by. Oh, hey, don't use that bathroom. No, just.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll take our bathroom break. Bio break. He puts the book back on the shelf. All right. So for anyone who doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. We'll go get that knocked out, and then we'll come back to all sorts of. There's so many more mysteries here. I'm excited. So, all right. We'll keep our audio hot, and we'll catch y'all soon. Yay! Here we go. Oops. I'm smacking
Hi.
things.
You're staying here with me, huh? Go on.
Types of husband. Which one yours? Watch it too, and
While he was in the mountains, he moved antelope out of dirt and turned it loose to.
Thanks, Sam. Now for the weather. As you can see from the fear in my eyes, the weather today is just bees. A swarm of bees. They're angry and they're armed with asp knives. Run as fast as you can, but remember, the bees will always fly faster. Thanks, Sam. Now for the weather. As you can see from the fear in my eyes, the weather today.
Hello, this is my audition for when the CW inevitably makes a Riverdale-style teen drama, but it's about Scooby-Doo. Too much has changed in Poolsville since Mystery Inc. broke up. I mean, you're being blackmailed by your wrestling coach. Shaggy's in rehab. Daphne's joined a cult that wants to sell her human hair on the internet, and I used to solve mysteries. Now I just report on them. For my true crime podcast. We can't just split up and look for clues anymore. Wait, Scooby-Doo is missing? I hate to say it, but Jinkies. Daphne, I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in. Have you ever seen me when I lose my glasses? That's weird. Hello, this is my audition.
You fucking took everything from me. I have nothing, and I don't give a shit.
Sorry, baby.
Well, you know what? Come on. Molly. Come here, baby. Come on.
Molly Collie wobbles. That's awesome. Bum 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 bum. Ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom. Oh, there's a sweet puppy. Blinking in and out of existence.
She's in my chair.
Oh, that's extra adorable.
Baby, come on. You can do it. Come here. No, that doesn't mean lay down. Please don't. Come on. Can you sit pretty? Yeah, just like that, baby. She's so cute.
Oh, cute little sweater.
Yeah, it's getting cold here, and we're about to get like a major cold front with the possibility of snow. So
That's crazy.
I was like,
huh?
well, we gotta get you a little coat. Okay, baby. Come on. No, that doesn't mean love anymore. Come on, baby. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh.
All the puppy doves.
She definitely wants Lemmings right now.
Got myself some sweet cocoa pebbles.
You gotta get off the chair. I'm sorry. You gotta get off the chair. I'm sorry. No, don't lick my face.
Sorry, players. I'm keeping the little cloud loop up so viewers don't have to watch me pretend I know how to eat. But unfortunately, for players, I'll figure it out one day.
Ollie, come on. Please? Come on. Come on. Off the chair.
Gotta feed the meat suit.
There you go.
Cursed physical requirements, yeah. Why?
I have one of two modes. Like, I want to make fancy food for myself and eat it, or can I just have a meal in pill form? I don't feel like eating anything. Like, there's
Nice.
no in between.
That's awesome.
Okay, I just now figured out that whenever I plugged in my new camera, it apparently changed my default microphone, so I apologize for that. If y'all have been hearing the clickety clack of my keyboard.
Oh, really? Oh.
I hadn't noticed.
I kept muting because like I mute my actual microphone because it's this one.
Oh, okay.
I kept muting it thinking that I was muted. I just now realized that my default microphone got changed when I hooked up my new camera.
It's
So
a good
I
thing it's just
apologize.
keyboard clicks.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, why is my sound still coming through and my microphone's muted? Oh wait.
What is this?
My bad.
I'll put her video back. My goodness. Right. So, Ed and Warren, if you're still in chat, does my audio sound better matched to players? Tweak the setting, but I want to make sure it's in a decent range and not too loud or still too soft.
Molly is a fantastic name.
Molly
It sure is.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
my
my
dog
main
Molly.
healer.
My dog Molly would agree.
Awesome.
Come here, Molly.
Oh, good. Thank you, Warren.
Come here.
Good.
Come here. Yay. There we go.
Bum. All right, where are we? Vic just dropped a nasty shit in the toilet. Let's see. In the library.
That's one way to come back from break.
Yeah, he's gonna let that air out in the library area. We have. Oh gosh, the things are. Man, I can. The nameplates are all over the place. Let me fix that quickly, I guess, before we actually hop back, so I won't get my attention split. So I'm not a good multitasker. All right, top is Asana. And that one is Cassius. And Thea. And Ashavar and Sinister are still in that spot. Okay. I'm not going to have Zia and Ashvar do a roll yet for their studies, only because we'll see what else transpires. Once I have a better idea of how much time you spent. So outside, just so I don't set you up for, meta knowledge, basically, for you as players. Those seeming, doorway-esque structures are things that may unlock down the line if you study it and take enough time, but it is sort of a long-term project for those 7, the basement levels, basically. Some doors may be easier than others, too. But just to set that expectation so you don't pursue it too much if you feel, I don't want you to think, oh yeah, well, it'll be a day, and then you're like, no, I wouldn't have spent the whole day if I knew. So all right, so with that, I'll say everyone else has collected themselves up in the keep there. The library. Cassius, were you also going to that to the library or up to the dome?
Cassius would probably be running back and forth from the dome to the ship.
Right.
Because between Kip and Wisp, we're trying to figure out what's happening in between ships. So Cassius would write down what he would see in the dome, bring it back to Kip, share their findings, and that's how they're going to be passing messages back and forth.
Okay. Nice. All right. So Brelith, as you arrive up in the library, Liazana's there. Of course, Ashafar and Z are down at the bottom of the elevator shaft, and Sinister is also here. So I guess it's the 3 of you, Brelith, Liazana, and Sinister, currently in the library section as you arrive.
Hey, what are we doing? Just gonna talk about things, huh? Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit down over here, and I guess just wait for the meeting to start. Are we having a meeting?
Oh, you might be muted, Liazana.
You're muted, Liazana.
Yeah, that's what it is.
My bad. Now that I figure out my microphone, I forget to unmute it. I'm sitting here making my tea. I guess that's what Sinister wanted us to do.
Okay.
I mean, I've already been like perusing the maps and stuff and trying to study them and memorize them and figure things out. But I guess we're having like a come to whichever deity meeting. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds good. Zia and Ashavar. Sorry, I have a cat trying to climb up my closet in the background.
Nice.
Distracting.
I have Zia and Ashavar downstairs still studying the runes, so I can pass on any information or anything that we decide. It's gonna be a long project for them, so I'm
really?
here representing.
Okay. I bet we can figure some things out here.
Sounds good. Yep.
Hey.
Okay. Fair enough.
Awkward silence.
Let's see. Well, Cassius, you jump over to Cassius' head. It's there doesn't seem to be a direct correlation currently. Like as you adjust things up there, it's not really changing anything down here unless you explore a new area up in this upper map in the castle that you have yet to explore. It might then be added after you've perused it up there. It may get added to the overall map. But after a few times, it seems to register that you want the whole map down there, and everything that's available in the dome is available down there. They seem to act independent of one another. But Kip postulates that if you were to add something, perhaps, if you were to come across something else, I don't know, this is more of a star chart. But Kip also saw, I think, the globe in the library would bring that to your attention, that there's a star chart function now as well outside of that, and that dome in the floor is a bit of a star chart. Is a bit of stop, Dan. Is a sky chart. And that is interactive, as Liazana had discovered. And that perhaps it'd be more of the ship updating the castle in that case, because the castle's information seems to be moderately out of date, from what Kip knows, and it seems to have uploaded from the ship. It's been so very long that it knows not to.
Oh, okay. So the ship goes out, gathers the information, and then when it gets back to the island, it feeds the information to the island, essentially. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's actually very useful, because at least we can add to the map for like places that we've been. Okay. Just in case you have to go back through there.
Right. That's and it's Kip's best guess, and yours as the two of you sort of collab on it. You both kind of come to that, like, I bet that's why. I mean, there's those particular islands only that you've been to. That's probably it. So. Okay.
Yeah. I think Cassius should definitely gather that, and I think once that's finished, he kind of wants to see if there's any correlation to the downstairs being covered in the black or the darkness magic.
Oh, excuse me.
Because we still can't really access that part of the ship. It's still sealed off. But I think that's the next thing that Cassius would try to work on as they're trying to figure out stuff with the ship, and if that correlates to the house.
Okay. I'll say if you feel like you would have spent the day, it'd take maybe the remainder of today, to kind of suss out this part with the navigation, and then you and Kip can plan if for the next day, like, okay, tomorrow, bottom level, what's up with it? Does it tie together?
Okay.
All right, so Sinister, Liaison, and Breelith kind of awkwardly converse, sort of, sometimes.
Awkward, yes.
As the evening goes by. Yeah. Like little sentences here and there, like the conversation keeps dying out.
So I'm, I would like at some point to maybe take some people out looking at the rest of the island. I think would be a good idea.
Definitely interested. Yes, I would like to explore.
Yeah. Maybe that's something we can maybe start. What time was it? Would you say, like, where was the sun in the sky when we were outside earlier, Dan?
I'm not sure about early. Right now, it's around evening time. You would surmise, based on where it was earlier. Okay. Maybe 6:30.
All right. Maybe tomorrow morning group of us could head out. Yeah. Sinister, what are you expecting? I mean, everyone's trying to do things right now. So what are you upset about at this moment?
I'm upset that we haven't researched enough of the maps and stuff and the charts.
Well, but people are busy doing things, right?
Also, if we're planning to go out in the morning, I will be totally useless.
Well, you don't have to go with us. I don't think that we should visit the. I don't think that we should go exploring unknown places at nighttime if we don't have to.
All right, I'll go with you because I'm not gonna stay, and I wanna figure out some stuff. But honestly, I'm quite sure there's atlases and possibly like charts and possibly old ass books
Well,
with like.
maybe.
I think we should spend our time researching here.
Maybe that could be your job since you have trouble going out in the day.
All right, fine, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm super smart.
You are. I think you are, Sinister.
Yeah, I know. I can do that, but how am I going to communicate what I learned to you?
Well, we'll check back in. We're not going to be gone for days. We're just going to explore a little bit at a time.
Okay, so how long is too long where I should be alarmed?
Nightfall?
If you're not back by night.
Nightfall tomorrow night, then yes, that would be a good place to be alarmed.
Out of character, Dan, does some of the constellations correlate with my world?
There is some overlap. Yeah. Now there's a fair bit of similarities here in this realm to yours, so it could just be happenstance overlap. But there are different, quite a few actually seem to overlap. Some you don't recognize, but most match up.
So, would there be any way I can convey to them the overlap?
Oh yeah, like Breelith and Lazan, like give them a heads up on which ones overlap. Yeah. There's plenty they're pointing out as kids. Very easy to spot ones. I think would be best across the band, as it were, to say, oh yeah, the Little Dipper, or Ryan's Belt, those kind of ones.
Yeah.
That you could let them know about.
Okay, yeah, I would like to do that, and then if I'm staying behind, I would like to have maybe Charlie and Charles.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. And we can also explore other rooms and other places to try and figure it out. And I would go back to my room and try to, on the opposite side of Celestial, on the Infernal side, to see if I can have some correlation as well.
Okay. I won't make you roll for that. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of any of this text or anything infernal that you can derive from it. It seems to be. You also get the sense that it's not quite, even though you don't understand Celestial, it's still you've seen it, you've studied, but it's definitely something different, an older, more archaic version. All the text around.
Is there anything that I would have seen that tells me about Celestials vacating, historical wise or
you can
arcane
do
wise?
an investigation check in here. Yeah, she kind of flip through the books.
Nope.
No. It's something with the lighting in this room. It's just, it makes it so difficult for your eyes to focus on the pages.
I haven't had enough wine.
Nice. Unfortunately, nothing yet. There's still more areas of this library to check another day, but as far as this evening.
Okay. Well, I would spend the rest of my time talking to Kip, Vic, and Wisp to see if there's any sort of correlation or some overlap in their experiences in regards to the island of Macaw, in regards to celestials and the mechanisms of the ship.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they don't. Everything seems to be just as much of a shock to them, and brand new stuff. But they talk pretty enthusiastic. Well, not Vic, but Kip and Wisp talks pretty enthusiastically about how this all ties together and like what kind of magic and technology could possibly be at play. How does it all work? They seem very eager to figure it out.
And then I would just spend the rest of my time researching, maybe rocking out, playing some tunes, maybe like getting drunk, maybe like trying to get into the hot tub or whatever,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
with the rest of the crew, and let everybody else go about their business if they're going to investigate the island. But I'll stay here.
All right. Okay. There is a bar that has a lot of very old booze.
Oh,
down in
Rhodey
that
totally
theater room.
knows how to mix drinks. He's a bartender. He'd get it and get it popping. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be like studying and conversing. All right, y'all. Nightfall. If you're not back, we're coming out.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So Ashavar. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, Liazana, was that you? Did you have something?
Oh, I was just saying, works for me.
All right. So Ashavar and Zia, then, do you have? How long would you? It's again maybe 5:30, 6:30 in the evening, as you've already spent about an hour or so working on this and chipping away. How much longer would you like to spend studying this tonight?
I like to think that at this point, like, we're both in this very small amount of like dirt in the ground, trying to draw out and like think like, no, that's not what that root means. Like you've mistranslated that as that. And this has like 5 different meanings, and like it can't be like airplane, like that didn't exist back then. So like we get scratching it out and it just being like a whole mess. I would say Zia probably only has like maybe another hour left of patience before just being so frustrated with that bow and with everything, needing to like get some fresh air.
Well, seeing as this is underground, Ashavar can't really tell that it's night yet. So, and she's really interested in this stuff. So she's kind of lost track of time. And unless somebody comes to get her and says, hey, we need you to rest so you can do something useful in the morning, probably just going to stay down here.
So I think then Zia would probably walk to the elevator, assuming that, Ashford is going to come with, and, she doesn't. So I'd be like, hey, let's head up for a little bit and clear our heads and come back to this.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. I don't know how long we've been down here.
Months, years. Who knows?
Who knows? We could get upstairs and everybody could be dead and like with long white beards.
That'd be the 3rd time this month.
Oh, that's exciting.
But yeah.
Nice.
On the way back up. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, on the way back up, Ashavar's gonna stuff a few pieces of paper into her. She wears this kind of billowy dress that may or may not have pockets, but she stuffs a couple pieces of paper in there that have some runes scratched on them.
Okay.
Not trying to hide it or anything. This is just like she's saving it for later. Like.
Yeah, even if you were, Zia's pretty respectful of that kind of boundary. Like, if you want to hide it, you get to hide it.
Nice.
Okay, so I guess we're going back upstairs. I am kind of hungry.
Yeah, let's wait. You've been to the captain's quarters, right?
Oh yeah, there's a big domey thing in there now. Or
Sinister has a charcuterie plate like full of stuff, so it's cool.
I was saying, because like if you go to the captain's quarters, you can actually manifest anything from your thoughts if you think it hard enough. So Like, is there anything you just haven't been able to have on this island since you got here? But also, Sinister makes a pretty mean charcuterie if you want to check that out first.
Actually, there's this pie that is made in my hometown that it's made out of dire bear kidneys and gravy, and it's so good. I might have to ask for that.
Man, it's been forever since I killed a dire bear. Let's go.
All right. This is exciting. Your ship is fancier than mine was. Maybe that's why mine crashed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just want to make sure, like, we can still manifest stuff in the room without messing up the dome structure, or is that function been lost?
Well, as you arrive, currently there's no one down there, as it's late enough in the day where Cassius and Kip have finished their tests. The doors are currently open and the dome is in there. You could try closing the door and then reopening it. Usually they close on their own when you leave. Currently they're remaining open for this, but you could always close it and open it and see if something different manifests.
Oh God, out of character, I'm like scared that this is gonna mess everything up and just get rid of everything. But I think Zia would be like really like, I want to show you how you can make a pie.
Nice.
So I think I'm gonna do it. I really hope it doesn't mess everything up. Apologies in advance, Cassius.
Awesome. You close the doors, and what do you think of as you
So I would tell Ashavar, okay, I want you to like think about the pie.
All right. She starts concentrating again, so the eye glow comes back, and she's just thinking about savory potatoes and like delicious pieces of dire bear.
Manifest the pie. Manifest it.
Flaky crust.
Nice.
Flaky buttery crust.
Okay.
Do you like cheese?
That's awesome. Oh, it's classic an Extremis now. Yeah.
Throwback.
So, Ashavar, where is the most comforting place that you've eaten that pie? If there were a room that you would associate with just sitting down and enjoying it, or an outdoor setting, what setting goes hand in hand with that pie?
Probably my childhood home, which is not fancy at all. It's kind of a hovel a little bit. It's clean, but it's poor. And there's a small, like the living room and the kitchen is the same room, basically. And there's a small table next to a window where my mother would set the pie to cool down a little bit before she'd let me eat it, because I would completely dive in right away and burn my entire mouth.
Well, as the door is open, you see this setting before you, pie set up to cool down. And, well, there's, of course, no one else in there. There's all the sights and scents that you recall. A ton of nostalgia.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh? Dig in.
This is wild. So she goes up to the window and makes sure that the pie isn't too hot, because her mom done taught her right to stop burning her mouth.
Nice. Yeah,
she starts eating it.
Okay.
Do you want a piece?
I would love some.
All right. And it's just how you remember Ashar's. Perfect. Flaky crust, the warm bits, the dire bear bits. It's all in there. The potatoes and everything.
Zia's definitely like, it's pretty good, but in her head, she's like, this is the greatest thing I've ever tasted. Oh my God.
Excellent. All right. So the two of you are able to have a rather comfortable time in here, filling up your bellies. You do notice that the light, the sunlight that was coming through the waterfalls. The sun was setting. It's the sun, the latter half of the day there. It's clearly twilight now because it's winter time. So it's twilight out now, and which makes sense. Your stomach on the way there is grumbling a bit too. So you eat your food. Do you stay in there at all after that, or are you two heading elsewhere?
Zio will probably head to bed after some like revelry and some stupid joke making and or attempt at joke making.
Here on the ship or in the house?
Probably on the ship. I don't think Zia trusts the house.
Okay.
And Zia, of course, would invite Ashavar and be like, "You can come sleep with me if you want." But obviously, there's no. You don't have to come if you don't want to. I understand.
I think I'm going to go back to my room. It's really nice, and I'm going to take advantage of being on solid land for a while.
Fair enough. But I will tell you, it is impossible to have bad dreams while sleeping with me.
Duly, it's noted in my log.
Just ask Liazana. And then gonna yeet and go to bed.
Nice. All right, let's see. So that's Sinister, Ashvar, and Zia. That's what you're doing for tonight. Cassius, you've finished up the other stuff. Is there anything you're doing after you're done studying your stuff, Cassius, and before going to bed tonight?
I think Cassius would start getting his gear like ready to go for tomorrow, knowing that they're going to be traveling during the day. Also, like preparing to we might have to forage for food depending on what the house provides. So, yeah, he would just be getting his stuff ready for tomorrow and probably turning in a little bit earlier than anybody else.
Oh, okay.
To get a little bit more sleep. Yeah.
All right. Liazana, anything for you before Betty bye?
Probably not anything serious. She's probably gonna, of course, grab a bite to eat herself and just like Cassius, go to bed a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Because she's also kind of expecting to kind of help out with foraging. She's really good at foraging for food and stuff and in the forest and stuff like that. So, she definitely does want to get. Well, I say sleep. She doesn't sleep. She meditates, but.
Right. That's
my bad. But she's gonna meditate a little bit earlier than normal. So.
Okay.
Trance. I'm sorry.
Trance.
My brain. Trance.
You're fine. It's potato on that one, probably. Yeah.
Yes.
You're good.
Whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Nice. All right, and then Breelith, I guess. Is there anything for Breelith?
Breelith would have probably. She would have been looking for other people. She probably wouldn't have seen. Maybe she would have seen an Ashavar, perhaps, but she wouldn't have looked on the boat. She would have just looked in the house. But if she would have found Cassius before he went to bed. Hey, so me and Lisanna are going to go exploring tomorrow in the woods. Just seeing if you were going to be doing anything else, or if you want to join. You don't have to. It can just be the two of us, or it can be the three of us. Doesn't really matter, but just an opportunity to kind of get some exploring time in, taking a look around, foraging.
Really, I'm gonna go with you guys tomorrow.
Great. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna leave in the morning, so just around breakfast time. Sound great?
That sounds perfect. I'm actually gonna be going to bed soon. Just gonna take it in early so I can get up a little bit early as well.
Absolutely, completely agree.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good night. Have a great night. Bye.
All right, take it easy. Yeah. And he'll go to his room awkwardly, like what?
Nice.
Breelith probably just went into a random room just to get that whole closing the door. She's like, okay, bye.
Awesome. Yeah, it's totally a different room for sure. That's great.
And then she would probably keep an eye out for anyone else coming through. So if Ashavar is coming back to her room.
I
maybe
think
she would
so,
see
at one
her.
point, Yeah.
Hey, Ashavar. How's the studying stuff going?
Well, it was really interesting because like I found this one diphthong that I saw in a lot of different words. And
Uh-huh.
so I was able to put together at least 2 or 3 words with that, and Zia helped.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
and then she sneezes again.
Oh.
Sorry, there was
Goodness,
a lot of
are you getting a cold?
no, there was a lot of dust down there.
Oh,
I
okay,
used
got
my
you.
mage hand to dust it off, but I
That might have just been stirring some stuff up, honestly.
yeah, allergies, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know that you and Zia are busy taking a look at this, getting it all taken down. Me and Liazana and Cassius are going out exploring tomorrow. Again, I know you guys are busy, but I just wanted to put it out there that if you wanted to join, you absolutely can. Get a little exploring party going. Sinister is going to be staying back because, he has trouble with the sunlight. And is going to be studying some. So, Sinister will be up here. We'll be out there. So y'all going to be, taking a look at everything tomorrow downstairs?
I could use some sunlight.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind coming with you. If there's one thing I've learned in life, it's don't focus on one thing too hard for too long, or you'll burn out on it, and then just quit.
Yeah, that sounds. Yep, I learned that too a long time ago. Cool. Well, tomorrow morning I'll try and catch Zia because I'm not sure. Have you seen Zia anywhere? I know that you guys did you leave together.
She decided to stay on the ship for the night.
Oh.
I don't think she likes the house.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. All right, cool. Well, I'll see you in the morning then.
Okay.
Night.
Good night.
Rilla's gonna go to the ship.
Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna have to jump in just before you get
Nope,
there
that's fine.
anyway. Okay, sorry. I mean, if you have anything up here, that's before
Nope.
you arrive. Okay.
Nope, that's it.
So Zia, after Ashavar leaves and you're heading off to your cabin in there to get some rest, Bo grabs your attention. Isn't that he just kind of points past you to that's the Charles there, right? He's the one you said was going
Yes.
to tell you something. Should we just ask him outright if he's got something to say? And you see Charles. He's over there walking down the hallway to go down towards his quarters.
Well, we did talk to him already about the book, but
Wait, what if we just
We
ask
didn't-
him outright? Yo, you got something to say?
well, can he see you? Can you see him? Well, you can see him,
Right, I don't.
and I don't.
He hasn't mentioned me.
Hey, Charles.
Oh, hi, Thea. Right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I have to tell you, this is really crazy, right? Like, I know that's saying something because I'm a ghost and I'm on a magic ship from a very long time ago inside an island with a waterfall and a castle. It just seems like a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see anything on my shoulder right now?
I don't see any dandruff. Looks good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So we talked a little bit, the book thing we've been trying to find,
Yes.
Potentially saving the universe and yeah.
That's right.
So I had this dream, and I think we talked about this earlier, but I just want to ask more directly. I had a dream, right? And there was my protector, Bo. It's short for a much longer name, and we had a conversation in the dream, and he doesn't really quite remember it. When he tries to remember it, it causes him like a ton of pain, and yeah.
That's too bad.
Also, don't tell anybody else about Bo. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to freak anyone out.
Secret's safe with me.
Thanks, Charles. You're the best. But yeah, in the dream, Bo told me to talk to you, and that you might either know something about the book or about, that the form, the celestial form that I took back on Outmost.
That was so cool.
Yeah, you might not have seen anything or know anything about. I mean, I know that's a lot, and I'm not really asking a very direct question here, but
I'm so sorry. I really can't think of anything. I don't know anything about the book, but I mean, I know it's scary and dangerous and can end everything because you told me.
Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was afraid of, honestly.
Sorry, Thea.
Oh, we've already had this conversation too. Like, I can't think of anything additionally to ask him.
Right, I reckon that's it. So maybe wouldn't hurt to try again, I guess. I don't know. Maybe something will happen at some point.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get some stuff from my room. Are you heading back into the house, Joe?
I'm gonna spend the night on the ship, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you have a very good night's sleep, and
You too.
hopefully the world will be here in the morning when we all get up.
Fingers crossed. Thanks for that thought to fall asleep with, Charles.
Sure thing. And he salutes and turns.
Good night.
As he's walking away, though, in his form is sort of like it almost goes on the fritz in the way like a digital signal, like static runs through him, and his head alone spins backwards to face you. Eyes just this crimson red with a glow coming off of them. And he said, oh my gosh, actually, I need to see which language he's going to use here, because I don't know if you'll know what he's saying.
I don't know if I will either. Well, probably not. If it's not common or celestial, I probably can't understand it.
It may be celestial. I'm just going to... Okay, all right. In celestial, but a very guttural form. Possibly this something in between the current form and the ancient stuff that you see.
Like middle celestial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The head spun backwards says, sounding fairly violent. Oops, I better get my notes.
Oh,
no way I'm
God.
going to remember all that. Yes. The 4 ages of celestials have passed, and recounts the 4 known, much like you were talking about earlier, the 4 ages of celestials. Names them all off. The age of alterity is upon us. The sun rises, the moon sets. They exist together in the sky, but only one will shine. Which are you? And then his head kind of pivots back to the front, and there's a little bit of a fritz again in his body. And then he continues on, like nothing happened. He's just heading back down to his cabin.
Zia's frozen a little bit. I feel like Bo pops up and is just kind of like...
Bo's jaws dropped a little bit, like...
Well, I'm gonna try to sleep.
Well, if you figure out how, you tell me, all right? Because holy shit.
What
the hell was that?
Let's lock the door, and let's lock the door again, and then let's lock it a 3rd time, and a 4th time, and then I'm gonna put a chair underneath the handle, and then do we have any salt? Oh, I'm gonna salt the door. You know, the whole perimeter.
Right, the salt. Double down on it.
Yeah, let's yeah, and then Zia's probably gonna go into like a much more intricate. Nobody can get in here, please, 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 please. And then attempt to sleep, but probably not sleep at all.
Nice.
Oh God.
Bo's already regretting asking. Again, like, well, I don't know that that's the answer we were hoping for. In fact, if you like, as you're settling in and rolling over, Bo's just kind of there, like, like sitting up, kind of like looking off. Whoo! All right, everyone is able to get a good night's rest. Ultimately,
Except for
Breelith,
Zia.
yeah, except for Zia.
Breelith
And Bo.
went to the boat.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Breelith, right,
It's okay.
right. So, you come down and you happen to pass Charles as he's disembarking.
Oh, hey, Charles.
Hi.
Hi. I'm looking for Zia. Have you seen her?
I have. We just had the loveliest chat.
Oh, good. Is she staying in her room?
She is. She's gonna
Okay.
stay on the ship tonight. And,
Okay. All right. Thanks. Thank you very much, Charles. Bye.
Take care.
All right.
He heads up to the elevator.
Bree's gonna go to Zia's door and knock.
Bo jumps up.
Zia, it's Breelith. It's
Prove
Breelith.
it! Prove that you're Breelith and not a mimic!
Well, this is really weird. Well, we were in a room together. I'm talking about books and stuff, and you did like this weird ritual, and with like a bowl and some other stuff, and we saw some stuff, and earlier we rode an elevator together, and then you were downstairs. What am I supposed to be saying exactly?
I don't know.
What do you want me to answer?
Sounds like I don't know, Zia.
I don't think we can trust.
It's me, I swear. I don't.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
Do you have my staff? I need my staff.
Shit.
I mean,
do.
should I
Yeah.
tell her? Because doesn't Ashvar? I thought Ashvar took the staff.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Yeah, just send her Ashmar just in case.
Well, wait, but like, what if it's a fake Breelith and the fake Breelith?
Yeah, come on. I really want to talk to you. I
we
just
don't
want
wanna
to.
send
I just
her
want
to
to
Ashmar.
chat.
Shit. Ask her how far her head spins around.
How far does your head spin around?
Oh,
Listens intently with you.
Well, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know degrees all that well.
She
Like,
doesn't know.
it's not. It doesn't spin all the way around. Does your head spin all the way around, Zia? That's probably something that we should have looked at the next town that we're in, the next
Sounds
city.
like Breelith, but-
I don't know if I can reveal that information.
You know, you should probably discuss that with someone. I just saw Charles. He said that he had talked to you, so
Oh, did he now?
I don't know why that you're keeping me out. That seems a little rude.
Some salt that's poured out under the door.
Yeah.
To the other side. In the hallway.
If Breelith can like very clearly like interact with the salt and there's no effect, I think maybe.
Wait,
That's a
so you
great
want?
idea. Have her pick up the salt or eat some salt.
Yeah, eat the salt.
Is there?
You
Why
look
is
down,
there
you see-
salt coming out from under your door, Sia?
Just put it in your mouth.
Okay. I mean, it tastes like salt.
I mean, I
Let me. I think
Good
it's
enough
kind
for me?
of getting out. I think it's kind of getting out of your room. She kind of pushes it back under the door. But
Oh.
I mean, if you want this inside of your room, it should probably not
Okay.
be sticking out so much.
At this point, Zia removes the chair and then slowly undoes like all of the 20 locks
Oh, thank goodness.
and like one of the protection spells, and
Nice,
it's just like,
nice.
okay. So Breelith, hey, how you doing? Hi. What's up?
Are you okay out here?
Oh,
is there
yeah.
something attacking you?
No.
Okay.
Why? Did somebody say that something was attacking me?
No. I just I ran into Ashavar, and I was asking everyone if they wanted. Well, Sinister at camp because he's studying, and then myself, Liasana, Cassius, and Ashavar are going out to do some exploring tomorrow morning. In the area. You're welcome to come. I wanted to invite you as well, but when I talked to Ashavar, she said that you were staying on the ship tonight, and I was just wondering, you have a bedroom inside, right?
Yeah, I'm just used to this bed. We've just been here for so long, and it's just, it's just a good bed.
You don't like the house.
No. No. Who said that?
You don't. Well, I mean, it's.
And somebody's got to stay in the ship, right?
It's nothing. I wouldn't look down on you if you said that you didn't like it. I mean, I wouldn't think you were crazy.
I think it's a lovely house.
I mean, can I be honest?
Yes.
When I was talking to you earlier and I was trying to be like, oh, everything's fine with the house, everything's good. I was kind of trying to make you feel a bit better about it. It is weird. It is weird.
Yeah.
That's
one way to put it.
I don't know if I, I mean, putting your handprints on the room and then it, it's kind of strange. And, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't really trust it either.
Really? I'm going to be honest with you here.
Uh-huh. Sure.
When I opened my door,
yeah,
it was set up for like a baby.
Wait, like a baby, like a cradle.
Like a baby.
That's strange. Mine was not.
Yeah.
Mine was just a room.
It was almost as if somebody had set it up actually a while before for me, or that the scan had happened a long time ago.
It's your house.
No. Maybe.
No. Sia.
I don't know.
So I know for certain that Liasana's room, I believe, also just had a bed. I can't say for anyone else's that just a bedroom. Yeah. There was nothing really particular about mine except the weird paintings on the walls of like, I think there was like a goat, and I think there were two people on a swing pushing each other, and they were both furbolgs, and one was really.
Did their eyes follow you when you were in the room?
No. But
okay. That's good.
Sia.
Yeah.
If your room was set up for like a long time ago, maybe it was set up for you a long time ago.
Oh my God, Brios. They should give you another degree. You're just a frickin' genius.
Make a history check for me, if you would.
I think it's your house.
Wait, am I making the history check?
Who's making the history check?
Breathe.
17 total.
Nice. As you're having this conversation and you're thinking, wow, it's weird, you actually think back as you were all going door to door, and you realize that, after people touch the door and make it their room, that's when the handprints appear. Except you saw handprints on the door that Z went into before she went into it.
I saw the handprints before you went in.
They were really low on the door and smaller. Very, very small.
They were like a child's.
Mm-hmm. But they became adult size after she opened the door and shut it. That's when Zia noticed them pop up.
But then they became bigger after, right? The handprints became bigger after you put your hands in?
Yes.
Braylith will take Sia's hands.
Oh no.
Sia,
I
think this belonged to your family.
I mean, let's not jump to conclusions.
This is your house.
I mean, we don't know that.
You own it.
That's not true.
It's huge.
I don't think. Well, I mean, it is pretty big, but that's a different question.
Sia, this is really exciting. But wow. Please tell me that you're going out exploring with us tomorrow.
I will consider it.
Okay, we're leaving in the morning.
Okay. Oh, the morning. Honestly, that's not a good time for me.
What are you doing tomorrow morning?
Meditation. I've taken up meditation. I'm gonna meditate. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna meditate on how this is your house. Got it. Understood. Gotcha. Yeah. Well. What else do I see in this room? Like as I'm looking past, like there's just salt on the floor.
Yeah, you see all the locks on the door, right? The salt all over the floor.
There's like a chair that's pushed over that was clearly like hinged underneath the door now.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if you need anything, I think I'm going to stay in my room on the ship as well.
Okay.
So, I will be right down the hallway. If you should need anything. Okay?
Sounds great.
All right. Well, it's been an interesting chat, that's for sure.
It always is with you.
We're to catch up one tomorrow. You know, and I'll keep an eye out in the jungle for any, you know, things that might look like Zia. You know, like, oh, like, but this belonged to Zia's family, and if I do, I'll bring it back and I'll show it to you, or I'll just make a sketch. Depends on how it is. If it's like a huge statue of like a 70-foot giant, then I won't bring that back, but I will make a sketch of it and show you.
Yeah. Also,
Okay?
that sounds great.
Okay.
But also, Bria, could you, because, you know, we've just had this really great relationship where you didn't tell anybody about the arcane scrying ritual that we did. Could you not tell anybody about this too, please?
About our conversation just now. Oh, the whole broom thing. Got it. Yeah, I can do that. Sure. I'm good at secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because that would be just radical. I would really appreciate that.
Because we're such good friends, Sia,
because
I will
we are the
keep
best
this,
of friends.
I will keep this secret for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then immediately goes tells her patron.
Bye. And
Closes the door. You hear all the locks go back up. Chair under the door, and then there's more salt that comes out as I complete the circle again.
Wow. Yeah. So Brilith goes back to her room on the boat and stays there.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else then for Brilith or Zia before bed?
I think that she. Yeah. Nope. Not tonight.
Okay. Morning arrives. Cassius and Liazana are up first, bright and early. Is there anything that either of you want to do since you've got a couple hours ahead of everyone else, or at least an hour?
I think the only thing Cassius would do is I think he would attempt to throw breakfast together for everybody before they got up, just to make sure everyone has their energy, even the people that are staying here, and then he would just get his gear ready to go. So that's probably what he'd end up doing.
Okay, you are set and ready. You've got everything set up over by the elevator, ready to go. And you're, of course, Ashavar, you are the one that knows the how to get from that little port section down to the forest, because you can see on the image, rather up to the forest. That port section is behind the waterfall, which is below the whole plateau with the forest on it, and there's a little smaller cave system that you mapped out and during your exploration after this everything went crazy down and your ship crashed here, and you were forced to find a safe place to stay for the night, but curiosity got the best of you. They seem to be like made by people, not nature, the caves, so you followed them down, ended up down there in the port area. So just to plug that in, you know how to get to the forest.
Okay, cool.
So Liazana, how about you, since you're up early as well?
Actually, I was gonna go, kind of like Cassius, go straight down to the kitchen to grab some breakfast.
Oh, okay.
So, knowing her, she would probably actually help him, like, see him making breakfast for everyone. She'd probably help him out.
Excellent.
And then
He would gladly appreciate the help because he's going to be frantically working trying to get everybody's food together.
You know what? Could each of you make a performance check? I'm curious to how. I mean, there's food stocks off the ship that Vic brought some up and Wisp to prepare, but let's just see how the food comes out.
You said performance.
Yeah,
Dan?
just a performance for cooking.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
oh dear lord.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be much help.
Oh no, it's just probably gonna be a disaster breakfast.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, I rolled a dirty 20. I rolled a 19 plus
Oh,
1.
nice,
Okay.
nice.
Nice. Okay.
So you two work together. The only hiccup is, there's some recipe calls for some sugar, and Lizana, I mean, it takes some scoops out for measuring things. There's salt, there's sugar, but then she forgets like which one was which. Like, I think she, in a rush, she just passes you the wrong one. It's a minor hiccup. You get it corrected with the rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a really solid, really tasty breakfast once everyone comes down.
Oh, nice. Okay, and then he'll plate it and put it out for everybody.
Nice. All right. So I imagine we'll say everyone else, but Sinister, are you gonna get up at like the regular morning time, or are you sleeping in for? Since
He's not waking up in morning, but he probably would smell the stuff going on and peek in. But at the same time, he would go to the library first to try and do some sort of arcana check or history check to figure out how the ship is communicating back and forth, or try to figure out why.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you would roll an investigation check.
Yeah, because these are going so well for me.
Yeah,
11.
there doesn't seem to be anything at all written about the ships and even the house. It's really hard to find information on here. It's a lot of reference material for other places. A lot of it's really outdated. And of course, you're not necessarily familiar with this world, but if it's anything like yours, some of these things happened a very long time ago, and the world has long since changed from these bugs.
So then after he did that, he would go down and say to the rest of them, all right, you guys are heading out, right? I'll hold it down, but by nightfall, if you're not back, I'm going to come looking for you.
All right. And Zia and Breelith, having slept on the ship, do you both come up here regular breakfast time?
Yes, but before she leaves, she's going to use her sending stone.
Awesome.
And would have sent a message. Me again. Pretty sure friend is bequeather of house we found on the island. She isn't sure, but I am. Very weird. That's it.
Okay. You get a reply, a rather quick reply, actually, response time-wise. Breatheth, what a fine job you're doing. Again, we must meet at your next convenience. Please have your friend and crew make haste to me. Take care.
Bye. All right, to breakfast.
And I feel like at that point, I don't know if Zia and Breelith's rooms are right next to each other, but I'm gonna pretend they are for the comedy of the moment, and just be like, Bo and Zia both up against the wall. And I think I knew it.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew it.
Well, so much for that.
God.
I mean, at least her head didn't spin around or anything, but.
Well, I mean, we couldn't see that, so.
Oh, you're right.
Well, wait, could you see it?
No.
Oh, okay. Man, this is almost as bad as that time that one changeling triple crossed us.
Oh, change and them son of record.
Yeah. Mm.
Well,
Well, they're going on that thing today.
should we keep an eye on them? Or should we look around this house and figure out exactly what the hell's going on up there? It's
Like,
easy to snoop around if they're not around here.
If they're not there, yeah. I like the way you think, Bo.
I had my moments. He acts like he wasn't scared shitless last night.
So yeah, let's just hang out here until Breelith heads out, and then we'll see what we can do, what we can find out.
All right. So are you like just trailing behind Breelith, or are you waiting until you figure that they've probably gone out to do their hunt before heading upstairs?
Probably just like ear up to the door, just like waiting to hear Breelith come past, and like,
Good morning, Zia.
good morning, Breelith. And like probably waiting maybe around an hour and a half.
Okay.
Like a reasonable amount of time for everybody to head out.
Okay. Nice. All right. So Breelith, you head upstairs then, and you find that Liazana and Cassius have made everyone breakfast. You happen past Sinister and his bunny slippers and such.
What's up?
Looking good, Sinister. Breelith's in a good mood.
She had so much
you sure you don't want me to leave with you? I mean,
No, sir, you can do what you want to. You were concerned about studying, and I just didn't want you to think that, I don't want you to suffer if you're outside.
it's not that. It's just that I'm not going to be as good.
No, I think, if you want to go, you would be super helpful.
Oh, well.
But if you want to stay here, that's also super helpful, so that didn't really help. But
like, if we have to fight something, right? If I have to go shoot something or stab something, I'm not going to be all that great. But I can still cast.
Sure. If you want to go, we can go, and we can maybe do some studying tomorrow.
I just don't want to be left alone.
Can we all hear this?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Oh, okay. If you want Sinister, would you want to run a mission at night?
Yeah.
I don't want to go out during the night if we don't have to.
You don't have to come if you don't want to, Breelith. I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable. But I think a night mission could be beneficial.
I can see better at night.
I mean,
Really
and then
good.
there might be things we miss too, that we might not be able to get in the daytime.
Sure.
Yeah, but if you don't feel comfortable with it, you don't have to come, Breelith.
Well, I personally would like to at least look around in the daylight first before going at night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I mean, I just don't want to be left here alone. I mean, I honestly, daylight is fine. I'm just not going to be as useful.
I've seen some people have these contraptions that they hold that kind of cover them when they're
My umbrella, you mean?
Oh yeah, you have one of those?
Yeah, I got those.
Oh my god, sometimes you're so cool, Sinister.
I know.
Yeah, you should bring your umbrella.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it just only helps with like the sunlight, but not visibility. I can see way farther at night.
Understandable. Well, it's up to you. I'm still going to go out today.
And then I gotta, no, I can bring Rhodey, but then, it's all good. I mean, I would like help researching. But I also want to help.
We could do 2 expeditions.
I do want to help you guys too. So.
I mean, I can help. I can research tomorrow, but I really had in my head to really go out exploring today.
I have an idea, guys. What if the nighttime missions we take Sinister, and the daytime missions we take Breelith, and we just change you guys out, for research.
You just want to. Go ahead.
If that's the case, you guys are leaving out. I guess I ought to inspire you.
Oh yeah.
All that are leaving with a righteous ass song to make sure you bring back the goods. but yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
Okay, thank
So
you.
he just plays. He brings out his guitar and he starts playing like a slow jam,
Nice.
like a long slow jam, like Freebirds type slow jam.
Oh,
Nice, nice.
And then he inspires Cassius, Breelith, and Liazana.
nice.
Okay.
That was honestly one of the best performances I've heard of you, Sinister. It was
It
brilliant.
really came from the heart.
That was a little somber for what we were about to do, though. I appreciate it nonetheless, but that was a sad song right there.
Sometimes the best songs are the saddest ones.
I teared up a little bit since there.
You're welcome. I try to inspire emotions.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. The breakfast. Who's in charge of the breakfast? I mean,
We did. We made it. Me and Lizana.
Two of you are
Probably Cassius more than me, but
That's so sweet.
Oh, she did what she could to help. Mhm.
Ashavar, did you have some breakfast?
I made some-
Ashavar has had some breakfast, but she's also never heard Sinister before, so she's kind of she kind of dropped her fork
Nice.
and
I wish I could
is
inspire
resisting.
you,
That's okay.
Ashavar, but I don't have it in me. But
That's all good. But she had to resist the urge from pulling a torch from her pack and waving it back and forth.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Because you never know what might set on fire in a kitchen. So
This is true. This is
bring
true.
Very true.
naked
Very, very
torches
true.
out.
Safety is our number one concern.
Always.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go. Yeah, we can. Ready to go and do some exploring.
Trees are pretty out there.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Okay, true. Whatever. Overrated.
So, Sinister, are you staying in and studying, or are you coming with us?
You can always
We're
come
doing
visit if you want.
Yeah. But no pressure. And then tomorrow I can help you do some studying during the day. I like studying, but I also like exploring.
You guys are too chipper in the daytime, but
Oh, that's sweet.
I'll go with you. But I
It might cheer you up. Maybe I could sing you a song, Sinister.
would like that.
Okay.
I would like that.
Okay. Breelith will sing a quick little song about Sinister coming with them.
Go for it.
Nice, nice.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're wanting a performance check, that's 17.
Oh,
That's a really solid song, yeah.
good song.
Beautiful.
I'm impressed.
Oh, you know, I sang in choir when I was younger, so.
You should totally sing with me more often, Breelith.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd buy that album.
You right?
Oh, that's sweet.
All right. You
Wait,
sold me.
is that
Let's
a thing?
go.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I'm
okay.
sure there's
Yeah.
something equivalent to that. Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Like a
Via
singing
magic.
crystal.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, there we go.
The latest
Yeah.
crystal, yeah.
You know, they put magic mouse on them that just kind of like, you know, move with the music.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You sold me. You won me over. I'm ready to go.
Right.
Wait. I'm in pajamas. He disrobes.
Oh.
Gets Rhodey to get all his stuff and put it on.
Just dressing you. Yeah, the rodeo. Awesome.
It fluffs my hair and ties it back in a ponytail. All right, I'm ready. And then he gets his sunglasses and his slash top hat.
That's amazing.
Wow, you look so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess Sia's doing her own thing today. She didn't. I asked her, or you know, I told her what we were doing, and she said that the morning wasn't a good time for her. So,
You
know.
believe that?
Yeah, I believe anything that Sia says, really.
Why?
Because she seems trustworthy.
Sure she does. All right.
Seems okay.
Charles is there. He's like, I think she might be worried about dandruff or something. So she might be doing like an extra hair care thing. this
Dandruff?
morning. I think she was worried that she might
Oh.
have had some on her shoulders.
And
last
that's
night.
why she's not coming with us right now. Dandruff.
I think she's
I mean-
maybe just recovering from some.
I do have to say,
from
with
dandruff.
my hair care takes a long time when I need to do it, so I understand.
Right.
She's recovering from dandruff.
Well,
Got
from
it.
some shock to her the ecosystem that is her hair. I mean, it's really magnificent hair, right? And I guess if she's just a little
Her
worried.
her pH balance was thrown off. Got it.
All right. Before we go, I need to.
You know what?
I need,
Sounds
before we go, I need to go. I think I left something on
Really
the ship,
delicate.
and I'll be right back. Don't leave without me. So he's gonna go and go up to the ship, use the medallion of thoughts to get as close as he can to detect.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I just need to see if that requires line of sight and medallion. Oh, I love this medallion. It's so awesome. Right. Effectively, it's the detect thought spell. Is what I should have looked up. Ha 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 ha. All right.
No, it says expended
focus your mind on
action
one
cast
cre-
detect thoughts.
But on one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. So you
Oh,
have
well-
to coax Zia out of her room. Or to
Well-
open the door, at least.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go and try to attempt that.
Okay. What do you want? You want to knock on her door? How would you like to? Some salt on the floor.
I'm gonna see the salt, and then we'll be like, "What the fuck?" and try to mage hand this. Get this out of the way. Hey, 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 hey,
Uh-oh.
hey.
I think that might be sinister.
Well, how do we know? She's got to eat
That's
the.
true.
He's got to eat the salt.
I honestly don't know what scares me more. If it's somebody pretending to be sinister or if it is sinister.
That's a good point. Whew.
And then I'm gonna send my dancing lights under door.
The salt lights up different colors. It's blocking the bottom.
Hey.
Because
Hey.
I think Zia knows that Sinister has this medallion, correct? Because I feel like it was used and then information was told to us about it at Atmos.
After the bar, I think.
No,
I think,
you weren't around when I used it.
Oh, okay.
You weren't
'Cause-
around when I detected the magic about it either. It was only Lizana and
Right,
Brelith and
Brelith.
Liazana were the only ones that actually know.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, though, like I would say it would probably still be in character for Zia to not go to the door, only because Zia's been waiting for this stealth mission, right, where everybody was going off.
Yeah.
So, like, there might be the response of like, "Oh, hey, I thought you were going on that mission to go like check out the island."
No, I was totally trying to coax you on, but if you want me to pry the information out of you, I can. But I was trying to do this like amicably because we kind of totally need you.
Wait, for what? What? I'm confused. So
Need you on this mission. Stop hiding in your room. Come on.
I'm not hiding.
You are.
That's suspicious.
It's not suspicious.
Well, you can't
That
hear
one
it. You
wouldn't hear.
couldn't
Yeah.
hear that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Second we open that door, it's gonna spin that head around.
I just,
Or worse.
Sinister. There's just been a lot that I need to think about, and
He's just gonna start playing like the same song he played earlier.
all right, that's how it's gonna be.
We can.
Yeah, I feel like it would probably just stalemate until people get back from the trip, and then wonder where.
Don't make me break
are.
this door. I don't want to break this door.
You shout and yell, but there's probably no more responses. How long do you want to
Alright.
continue? Because
All he's gonna do is take out his mage hand and write a piece of paper and stuff, and it'll just simply say, "You will be missed. Sorry that you couldn't come along. We really wanted your help." And then he'll slip it under the door, and say, "If we don't come back by darkfall, please come looking for us." And that's it. Then he'll leave.
I'm definitely okay. So I think Zia's at this point is a little bit confused because like did inform Breelith beforehand that I wasn't coming. I don't understand exactly both in and out of character why Zia would be 100% necessary for this mission.
No, he just wants you along because he doesn't want
he's just trying to coax Zia. Like, we need you. Oh.
Okay, so it's just like to make Zia feel bad.
Yes, it is. Totally.
That's a good tactic. That is a good tactic.
Totally.
Gotcha.
And I resent that.
Yes.
So Zia's kind of definitely would be like looking at the note and being like, ugh.
I totally could have words of terror to her, but it's cool. Let her be.
I don't know. That's your call. See, I mean, they're capable folk, but it sure is a new area. But we're gonna find a better chance to go around this house by ourselves.
I don't know. I mean, is Sinister going? Well, the fact that Sinister is here but nobody else is, because Sinister is kind of more of a night person in general. So it's kind of weird. Well, maybe they left Sinister in the house.
He's already gone and stuff. He would have told Charles, if she leaves, just tell her where we're at.
Yes, Sinister.
Was she acting weird?
Just the dandruff was the only thing out of the normal.
He just walked off. Right.
I mean, to be fair, Zia always is acting weird.
Right.
That's awesome.
Simple fact that he said that Sinister doesn't. Yeah, she's got a dandruff problem probably. Yeah.
Charles, while up in the other area, is going to check in with Liazana. Captain, where do you want me during this?
Sorry, you said Charles?
Yeah, yep, the ghost.
Oh,
Charlie up on his shoulder. The ghost cat.
Hi, Charlie. Goodness, I don't know. What would you like to do? Is there anything that you were wanting to do?
I mean, I wouldn't mind going because I can sort of scout ahead and not really be hurt the way that everybody else can.
Yeah, then absolutely. You can come with us. I don't see why not.
All right. And I'll leave. Charlie can stay here just to keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Captain. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and show you what I'm made of.
You're welcome.
He seems excited. All right.
Sinister comes back and tells him, Zia's not coming. I immediately regret this decision and I'm ready to go.
Oh, you regret deciding to go with us or trying to get Zia to go?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and leave then.
All right. It's awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice. All right, so you all pack up. Now, I'm sorry, Ashvar, you're going, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, okay. You all pack up. This might be the first time you've heard Liazana. No, I think Sinister called Liazana Captain. I don't know if you were there for that or not. But if not, this will be the first time you've heard Liazana be addressed as the Captain.
Okay. I make a note.
Nice. All
Mental
right.
note.
Awesome. I'm picturing Ashvar with a journal now for all that stuff. It's in my notes. All right. So Liazana, as you're, captaining and getting everyone ready, you realize that Ashavar may be the only person that actually knows how to get there.
Oh, Ashavar, would you like to lead us? Lead us on this expedition?
Sure. Yeah, I remember how to get to the forest pretty well. I navigate mostly by landmarks, not by... I couldn't give directions to save my life, so it's probably a good thing that I'm going with you, not trying to tell you where to go.
True. Thank
Okay.
you.
And for what it's worth, Ashvar, you also have a pretty good recollection of how to get to your downed ship from the cave exit.
Oh, and also I remember how to get to my ship that crashed, so I don't know if there's anything useful that you could salvage off of it, but you're more than welcome to it, because it wasn't mine to begin with, and I feel like since I crashed in it and I'm the only one that survives, I own it now, so you're welcome to it.
Now, that's interesting stuff. We really should go to that ship and salvage as much as we can. We might be able to get spare parts for the ship, just in case something goes down. I'm just saying. It might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, we can start by going to the ship if y'all want.
I think that would be a good jumping off point.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And I mean, if it's any help, like the more we explore, the better I'll be able to like navigate the forest.
Okay.
But I've just got to actually explore it, and then I can help everyone else not get lost.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you don't mind, Ashavar, if you don't mind, kind of leading us, and we'll follow you.
All right, and she just kind of looks around for a couple of seconds and then starts marching off into a direction that is the direction of the crashed ship, or at least the direction to get to the crashed ship, because I'm assuming there's a little bit of a roundabout to get back there. It's not a straight line.
Liazana will probably be like right behind you,
Okay.
and like also like looking around, like trying to get a good feel for where they're at, like trying to constantly take mental notes of the surrounding areas.
Cassius will probably bring up the rear, just to make sure like everything's okay. We're not getting snuck up on by something we don't know what's on this island. So.
Yeah, Ashavar probably has pulled out her light crossbow at this point and is holding on to her crystal amulet.
Reela's absolutely taking notes. Especially if she sees something like, that looks ancient, or, looks like it's been there for a while.
All right. Well, the 5 of you that are heading on the expedition do so. You head down to that port. Your crewmates, most of them pile out onto the ship just to do their daily maintenance on the ship. And Ashavar leads you over towards a little cave system off on the edge. A little, it's actually has a proper door casing here of stone, but it leads into a cave that
that's right.
winds and wheels all the way up to the surface here. You step outside as a strong rush of wind as it exchanges air pressure there between the cave and this rushes across you. Very brisk, very, very chilly. But you're on a plateau, maybe 25 feet or so above the rest of the island. So you're looking down at all the trees and plant life and growth. Roar of that waterfall off in the distance. There's a few other little rivulets here. And I don't think there's anything flying around here bird-wise or otherwise. But you catch some motion down in the forest of some creatures ready for your big journey to explore the island. And meanwhile, Zia, you are down in your bin there on the ship, but the coast is clear. Are you gonna head up into the building?
Yeah. So I think pretty much every significant change of terrain on the way there is he's like very much trying way too hard to sneak. And so like has the cloak of many fashions, just like continuously shifting like a really half-assed ghillie suit, all the way up to the house. And from there, honestly, is just going to be looking for like, you know, the classic like secret buttons, or like pulling this book will reveal something, or even like if there's like a grandfather clock, like setting the clock at every single thing, seeing if
Awesome.
like it'll open up.
It's the last unicorn.
And reading every little bit of Celestial.
Okay.
Of which I'm guessing 99.99%, if not all of it, is totally useless.
Some of it seems to be from a slightly newer age, one age newer than that ancient stuff down the elevator shaft, so you can read at least some, make some sense of it. Yeah, but you step up. Let me just take a look at my. Oh, that's a bummer. Where are we? Okay. Bo is, of course, on your shoulder, and he, you know, Zia, I've been thinking, trying to wrap my head around what Charles said there. You have any idea what in the hell any of that meant?
I mean, was that even Charles?
Oh, hell no.
How would somebody who died in a random ship accident know that?
Right?
Know any of that?
No.
Unless, I mean, can more than one spirit inhabit something like that? I don't know.
I don't know. What he's talking about?
We need to be more careful around Charles.
Right.
I think we were too quick to.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we got an answer, but I was not prepared for that.
I don't. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I mean, the sun and the moon that were discussed. I mean, if it might be a little narcissistic to assume one of those is about me.
Well, he asked you which one are you? I think
Yeah. Well, he could have been talking to you. Maybe.
Well, maybe.
Probably, well, I don't know. But if Jolene really is, then maybe one of us is the sun and the other. I don't know.
That's just another
prophecies
reason.
were never my strong suit.
Well, I think it's just another reason we need to find Jolene in that book, get some more answers.
Yeah, but definitely keep an eye out with Charles moving forward.
Right. If he goes on talking about some new age for Celestials, another. What did he call it?
just some random ghost.
Yeah.
Meets us in some random city after we find a random ship, which leads back to my childhood home, which just happens to that these coincidences are just adding up in a way that's just not. I'm having a hard time grasping all of this.
Don't make no sense. Oh, hey, is that one of the? Is that what you're looking for? Is points to a wall that you're behind a pedestal that has a nice vase on it. Is a little section of chair rail that runs along that looks like it has some sections on either side, like maybe it could be depressed.
Yeah, let's depress them.
You're worthless. Yeah, no.
Yeah. And Bo's just like, really, Zia?
That's awesome.
I would love if that actually happened. Yeah.
Sure. That's great.
But yeah, we press on him, and what happens?
Well, you found yourself in that main lobby area with a black marble floor that stretches out. This is the first floor. And all these beautiful tapestries, the tall ass windows that run the whole 20 feet or whatever, letting all this light in. But there is a section in the very center of the room on the left. Across the way is the fireplace. But on this left-hand side, it's in between two of the four doors on this wall. You find this chair rail, you press the button, and the wall that didn't have any seams apparently have very fine seams as they depress as well. And slide in either direction, revealing, gosh, I don't know what it'd be called. It's like a mural, except it's carved into stone, and everything that, all the details and images on it are raised off of the stone. Again, a lot of gold in the works here, but there are two creatures that are the main focus of this. Almost the entire height of these 20-foot walls are two humanoid creatures with massive wings that stretch out into... They're facing one another. The wings stretch out to either side. And you see a number of what looks like maybe little either planets or small spheres around. You see... a lot of different imagery here for, gosh, there's just a lot to take in. There's storms, there's clouds, there's mountains, there's ocean, which of course isn't really here in this quadrant of the world. And as the light shines on them, you get the bright reflection from the different gold bits that are highlighted. And down at the very bottom in the center, inside a circle that maybe, like, again, kind of resembles a planet or a sphere of some sort, are three bundles of whatever. You're not sure. It just looks like something bundled, like a pack of goods or a grain, a sack of grain size, in real life, as you stands before you. And Bo just, again, is sort of like, well, all right. I guess that counts as something.
It's a wild goose. No, we wouldn't know what gooses are.
Yeah, sure. There can be. Yeah.
The wild goose chase. Every clue just leads to 5 other clues.
Well, I'm not asking Charles about this one.
And there's really not much we can do to hide it or anything, since it's
carved
into
stone. Push the button again. Where's the button, damn it?
I don't know. I mean, wait. So there are 3 bundles of like grain that are
they're just that size. Like you're not sure what they are. It's just looks like a bunch of cloth wrapped up in like an oblong.
Can I pick it up?
They're just raised. They're carved in.
Sorry, they're
raised
still carved
in one of in the spheres. Yep.
Okay. So Zia's just gonna like poke everywhere a bunch. And be like, okay, well, I guess it's not exploding, so that's good.
One of the bundles starts to glow. As you poke around them.
I hate when that happens.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Yeah.
Oh God.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Awesome. Well, that was a fun night.
I'm sorry. I feel like I took away from the exploring of the island.
Oh no, that's next session. We'll get the.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
I have so much to think about.
Excellent. Oh, all right. Well, thank you, players. Another amazing night. You are all amazing. And welcome again, Sarah. Super excited to have you and Ashavar here.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so I'll put our schedule up here. There we are. Or I dragged it all over the place. Let me try that again. It's all off the screen. Oh, OBS. There we go.
Technology.
For real. All right. Well, as you can see, oh my gosh, it's not even the right schedule. Excuse me a moment. It's grabbing the old schedule. I don't know why it wants to do that. But I'm going to fix it this time because it happened last week too. Right. There we go. Ta-da! As you can see, we have a lot of D&D in our 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot across the week. You can check out any of those delightful campaigns. Every Tuesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, we have a Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic, where they paint minis and tile work and create all sorts of goodies there for their campaigns, Steph and Vic's campaigns. Lots of fun. Every Friday, noon to 3, we have Mad Art with Steph. And if you're not already a member of our Discord, I would highly recommend joining because it's lots of fun and we do a bunch of silly things. But also because you can put in requests for fan art for stuff to work on during that show and vote on it in our Discord. See which piece gets chosen. We have a 6 to 9 Eastern Saturday campaign, Tower of Dreams, also D&D. And then every Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, Vic hosts Madbird Plays board games, which is a super fun, chill Sunday afternoon stream where she plays Tabletop Simulator and sometimes Jackbox with a bunch of people from our community and other tabletop communities, except for this Sunday, which will be spooky and scary because it's Phantasmophobia.
Yes.
Okay. So definitely check that out. That's going to be really fun.
That game is so much fun. Oh, man.
I've watched a few people stream it, like one stream where a bunch of people were doing it. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah. So we will go ahead and raid some new friends here. And thank you again, viewers, for chilling and making everything so hilarious and awesome. And thank you, players. You're all so fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you all have a fantastic night. And again, you've been watching at Extremis. You can catch us in this campaign every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.